Good morning, good morning, good morning. All things in the building. What's going on, man? Andy Gill, what's going on? Jose Lopez, what's good? Cottrell LeGroux, Tony Brown, David Howard, what's going on? According to Mimo Heredia, they're under investigation, partner. Ooh, them feds, nigga. Ooh, them feds. I told you. I'm gonna wait for y'all to get in here. I told you. I told you. I told you. I told you. What is Devin Haney and well, let me put it this way. Snack is under, according to people that know, Snack is under federal investigation. Victor Conte is under federal investigation. And Vada is under federal investigation, bro. I told y'all. Petty crooks, bro. Petty crooks. What's going on, Jordan? I told Terence. I told you, Terence. I told Terence, I said, he gonna snitch on you. You, hey, dog, y'all better call them feds and start snitching. You better call them feds and start snitching. That's my advice to y'all. Because, dog, if y'all are knowingly taking that juice, ooh, if you involved in ooh, I don't know if he's right or not. All I'm telling you is Mimo Heredia, who is very much an insider when it comes to performance enhancing substances, stated on his Twitter in a message to Victor Conte that he was under investigation. Boy, if I can make this ban more severe, I would. No worry, though. I'll pull it up. I was lying the last time. I lied when I told you that damn RICO investigation was going to pop off on Daniel Kinahan and them. I was lying about that, too. I was lying all the way till it happened. I lied all the way until it happened. All the way till they put that $5 million, was it a $50 million reward on Daniel Kinahan? What was that? 3 months after I told you? Was it 3 months after I told you about that? This is about 3 months after I told you that I warned Bud, you better get on. You better, hey, Bud was super juiced in the Spence fight, never looked right how big he got and how he shoved EJ around the ring. Look, man, I can't say that I know for sure. I don't know for anything other than this. And I'm going to pull it up, except for I've been having problems getting my Twitter. It's like Twitter doesn't want to talk to me today. Twitter has a beef with me today. Me don't know why. Just Twitter, too. Some Negroes always corrupt. We're going to wait till some people get in the chat, man. I'm going to put a link in the chat. But I told Bud. I told you, Bud. I told you. Dude, I know. Hey, say now Bud want to go all the way from 140 to 168 like it's natural. Dog, let me tell you something, man. I'm telling you, Victor Conte did it to himself. If this is true, which I believe it is. Like I said, if I was a U.S. attorney, I would be looking at Victor Conte like, dog, you about to do some time, homie. You about to do some time, dog. You about to do some time. Get Get his snack get that shit out of boxing. Yeah, man. Look, seems like you're only hating on Victor and Snack because of Bill and Devin. You have no idea what it seems like, dummy. I'm not the one that said the man's under federal that Victor Conte and Margaret Goodman and Snack and Vada are under federal investigation. I'm not the ones that said that. I mean, if you think that's hate, I mean, dog, call your local congressman, homie. What do I look like, dog? I look like the president of, I look like the king of the world or something. Do you think I can make them investigate Victor Conte? What up, Frank? How you feeling, man? Frank Matthews. I mean, what you think? I can just get on my YouTube page and tell them, hey, man, somebody needs to go and investigate Victor Conte? What kind of power you think I have to be calling? You just hating on him because of bro. How can wanting safety in boxing be hating? Some people are on crack. Look, man. I think my personal belief is that man is playing around with that scheduling. LR Super Chat Thursday. Thank you, man. Oh, speaking of, let me get to you guys that did these cash apps yesterday. I'm gonna wait till we get like 400. But dog, let me tell you something. Said Bud walks around looking like a Marvel superhero, like folks dumb. Dog, he's a little dude too. I've seen Bud. I've stood right next to Bud. Bud is a little dude. It's a little dude. He's much smaller than Errol is, but he wasn't smaller that night. Bernard C said, Fanon is the truth in boxing commentary. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I do want to talk about this, though, because Victor Conte told me that I needed to get a real job. So, hey, man, you may be looking for a new job. One somewhere in I don't know, in the cafeteria, some shit like that. You gonna somewhere in the cafeteria, bro. They're not gonna let you out this time. Anyway, I don't know. Says salute for 9. Once a cheater, always a cheater. I can't say. I want to pull this up so y'all can see. Elon Musk got me blocked, bro, from the app. Because I can't get, let me see if I can get ESPN. Goes right to ESPN. But when I go to Twitter, my shit spins. Don't worry, I'll get it in a second. Hey, what's going on, man? Philly, Puerto Rico, and the hizzy. Shout out to Puerto Rico, man. I got some Puerto Rican neighbors. Just met yesterday. Yo, internet connection chopping up like who? Yeah, it's chatty. Hey, Fanon, don't worry. He told manager Mark the same thing. Get a job, get a real job, and he's the one who ain't got no damn credentials. Look, man, you can tell me to get a job. I need a job. I mean, I kind of took that shit as a threat, honestly. I don't know what kind of penny ante ass gangster shit that nigga's on. I took that shit as a threat. Whatever, though. You better watch out for them feds, partner. You better watch out for them feds, partner. Your shit's all on YouTube, homie. You out there talking like you own Vada. You can't act like you own Vada, homie. He about to be sweeping for less than $3 an hour. Hell yeah. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? Vic, what up, Victor? It's just an investigation, though. I don't know. Like I said, it's an investigation. But you know what happens in investigations? People investigate. People investigate everybody associated with that person. So, like, say, for example, Victor Conte was under investigation for doing shit he's done in the past, which is, I don't know, trafficking in performance-enhancing drugs and using snack as basically like a cover for it. But maybe he's also participating in it with Vada and getting the scheduling and all that together. Look, man, if somebody thought that was the case and they start investigating, don't blame me. You the one that testified that said that the way that you beat the test before was you knew the scheduling. And Vada's responsible for the scheduling. And you said you started Vada, bro. You do too much talking, man. Bad boys move in silence and violence, man. Take it from your highness. Bad boys move in silence and violence. Take it from your highness. Keep your mouth shut, homie, about what you doing. Now he said when the feds get involved, they already have evidence. Hell, dude, the evidence is plentiful, bro. Dog, you got people that are literally like what's Evan Tobler? Evan Tobler was, shout out to Evan Tobler, by the way. Big man in the building. What up, Evan Tobler? Hope you're doing well. He said it, dog, it's as close as you can get to the real stuff. Dog, if you're close as you can to the, he said, I done squeeze mad chips at these cats for their bricks and chips. Exactly. I done squeeze mad clips at these cats for their bricks and chips. You're looking for it? Man, look, I can show you. I have it. Hold on. My phone cut off. Hey, man, thank you for you guys supporting the super chats. For real, for real, for real. Like I said, man, I went out for 6 weeks, so you know we trying to make the budget up, man. But I ain't got no Victor Conte. Is the evidence circumstantial, Fanon? It's an investigation. They're just looking into it. They're like asking questions. Hey, Victor, what's your relationship with Vada? Hey, Victor. Hey, Dr. Goodman, what's your relationship with Victor Conte? How do you know that he's not? How do you guys know that? What's your testing protocols? What are your time? How do you schedule this out? Does he have access to these files? You know what I'm saying? Let's do blood tests on interviewing people. Dog, who knows what these dudes gonna do? I know they're gonna be on your ass, though, Mr. Postman. I know they're gonna be on your ass, Mr. Postman. And it's going to be on everybody's ass who's connected to him. So I'm telling you right now, if you deal with Victor Conte and what Mimo Heredia says is true, you're going to get investigated, homie. They're going to look at your interactions with that man. Come knocking on your door. Why? Because you chose to deal with this guy. I have no clue why you did that. Hey, Joe A said, even a fool who keeps silence is considered wise. When he closes his lips, he is deemed intelligent. You better, because it's not true, bro. Truth One said, Fanon, you muted me for saying Tank didn't fight a champion for 7 years. You mentioned Pedraza, that was 8 years ago. Dude, I'm muting you because what you're saying is not true. He has fought a champion since then. So be quiet. Leo Santa Cruz was a champion. He fought Leo Santa Cruz for Leo Santa Cruz's 130-pound WBA super title. Dude, that was not 8 years ago. He also fought Mario Barrios. Mario Barrios is a champion, homie. So, sorry, man. And Lamont Roach is a champion. Hey, Black said, you a fed, non. You like DJ Vlad of boxing. Nah, bro. I'm not. I'm on watch lists. I'm not a fed. I'm on watch list, nigga. What you thinking? Who you think I am, dog? You don't know nothing about me. I'm not a fed. I'm on the watch list, homie. You kidding me, bro? Feds don't investigate. They ask questions for you to incriminate yourself. Oh, they investigating, all right. Trust me, they already got the answer, though. What's up, JD? How you feeling, bro? So people think Barrios is a bum. I mean, you know. Original Skywalker said they say anything. Exactly. I believe that too. Then I'm on a watch list. I am on a watch list, man. I got a plus 200 IQ. They're gonna put me on a watch list right away. And I got a little money. And I've got nefarious intentions. So, you know, I want to free black people, bro. What do you say? Somebody's doing what? I mean, I got 30 lawyers, bro. Come for me. Slander and defamation is coming to you, buddy. Stupid. You're going to slander me and defame me? I am not defaming anybody by saying that Mimo Heredia said that Victor Conte is under investigation with Dr. Margaret Goodman. And if that is true, The investigation will probably include investigating everybody Victor Conte does business with, specifically high-profile fighters that may go up 4 or 5 weight classes or be able to gain 25 pounds in a day. And they may say, Victor, are you still clean? Are you sure you're not playing around, Victor? You got these dudes acting like you playing around, dog. You got Terence Crawford with a gorilla back. Okay, he got a gorilla back. Don't blame me, homie. And that's not defamation, Holmes. That's me just telling you. Yeah, Memo's a drug cheat. Hell yeah, Memo's a drug cheat too. That's my understanding anyway. Man, where is this thing? Why Elon Musk do? Yeah, there you go, Elon. Fuck you doing, Elon? Here you go. I'll show you. So you guys can just be sick. It's not my fault. You know what I mean? Like you guys want to jump up here and blame me. What's going on? You guys want to jump up here and blame me here. You guys want to get mad at me because this came out. It's right here. Angel Memo Heredia. Where are your snack undercover clean boxers? Sticking his tongue out. Look, laughing at the man. See, look, laugh emojis. Victor Conte, you such a con man, college dropout, and liar. If someone knows you, it's me. You and Dr. Goodman are currently being investigated by feds. Is that why you mad? Or because Benavidez got your guy? Now, that's me. You putting that shit on me? You trying to put that shit on me? Victor, Memo Heredia said it. Memo Heredia said, Margaret Goodman, which is Vada. Exactly. Memo, Ariza, and Conte are the big three of pads. Yeah, it's a big thing that he said that, man. I told you, dudes, don't play around with dudes. Why are you playing around with a dude you know is going to snitch on it? If this is true, you better believe if you guys got any funny business on, it's coming out, bro. Victor Conte's not doing no prison time for you, bro. Victor is not going to prison for you, Holmes. He will sing like a fucking bird. And I told you, he's going to sing like a bird on you clowns. But there's an investigation according to Memo Heredia. According to Memo Heredia. Now, don't get mad at me. I'm not Memo Heredia. I'm just the one that told you. Dude, you lay down with dogs, you get fleas. No mean to call Victor Conte a dog, but at the same time, bro, dog ain't. If something is too good to be true, usually it is. If somebody is saying, and I'm telling you, I don't know that the dude did it. I'm not saying what he did, what he didn't do. I don't know. All I know what he did in the past, and I know Terence Crawford got a gorilla back. And I know that Devin Haney is gaining 25 pounds in a day. I know that much. Those are all facts. That makes people go sniff. And maybe you guys think you got political cover or something. That's when people act like that. They just think they got political cover and they can do whatever and nobody's going to come get you. Negro, somebody will come get you. It ain't adding. I'm trying to tell you, if you only had one gorilla back, dude, going up from literally, bro, throwing arrow around, bro. Dude, the dude is literally up there squatting 7 billion pounds. Dog, I hope you clean. Pro Boxing said, in all fairness, I got a gorilla back too, and I never took nothing. It's just genetics and a lot of weight training. Fair enough, Pro Boxing. All I'm trying to tell you is if you go to Victor Conte and say, hey, I know what you can do. I want you to do it for me. That's what Victor Conte said that You know what I'm trying to tell you? Nigga up there, like I'm the strongest nigga in the world. You better and road raging like a champ, bro. Man, look, I'm gonna put this up here again so you don't get mad at me. We're the snack undercover clean boxers. Victor Conte, you such a con man, college dropout liar. If someone knows you as me, you and Dr. Goodman are currently to be investigated by the feds. This is why you mad? Is that why you mad? Or because Benavidez got your guy? I'm trying to tell you, bro, you niggas better get off that juicy juice. You better stop acting like these guys is invincible, dude. These people are not invincible. They float around for years, bro. What he did to Marion Jones' career, dog. What he did to Marion Jones' career. What's a liar? Did you mean liar? You're not talking to me. I didn't spell liar. Why did Floyd hire Victor Conte? Floyd who? I don't know why did Floyd Mayweather hire Victor Conte? Floyd Mayweather never worked with Victor Conte. Ninja calls someone a college dropout, then misspelled liar. Oh, you know. It's not his first language, man. Matthew Davis said, Fanon, tell him to blame manager Marty. He's been exposing Victor Conte and Crawford for years. Look, man, blame manager Marty. I don't know why they want to blame me. They say that just because I tell you when the feds are going to investigate you and then they investigate you. That doesn't make me a fed, bro, just because I tell you dudes, live a clean life. How about this? If the next time Daniel Kinahan comes to the United States and he doesn't want to get a RICO charge, how about you don't stuff the entire place full of British patriots threatening Deontay Wilder on his way down the stairs? Okay. They fitting to drop a bag on Marty. Hey, man, whatever, dog. It ain't me. Don't blame me. I am laughing at y'all asses, though. You better believe I'm laughing at you, though. I'm laughing at you. You not slick, man. Y'all are not slick. You're not slick. If it walks like, I'm telling you, this is what people think. If it walks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, it's a duck. If it walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, it's most likely a duck. If you walk like you juicing, look like you juicing, hanging out with somebody that is a juice maniac, people may look at you and say, man, I think you may be juicing. I never accused Terence Crawford of juicing. Only thing I'm accusing Bill Haney of and Terence Crawford of. They stopped posting you on Vada. What? They stopped posting me on what? You did what, Fahim? Oh, y'all been saying that. Fahim been saying he's juicing. Dog, Rick Timms, come on, man. I'm not raging. I don't have selective outrage. I don't know it. I'm telling you the Victor Conte. I'm just telling you flat out Victor Conte. According to Mimo Heredia, Victor Conte is under investigation. And so is Snack and Vada. Snack and Vada and them, according to Mimo Heredia, is under federal investigation. Under federal investigation for what? Obviously, they're in there related to something to do with drug testing because that's all they do is drug testing. So they're looking at and seeing, hey man, is there some irregularities going on with this drug testing? And guess what? There are. And of course you're going to get looked at because of who you're dealing with. You know, but don't get mad at me, Argentina. Don't get mad at me. Hey man, thank you, LR. Thank you, brother. Jay Milt's in the building. Thank you, brother. Don't get mad at me. You know what I'm saying? Don't get mad at me. What's going on? 700 people in the chat. Hit the like, family. Please do. Oh, Vada and Snack stopped posting? Gee, you saying Vada and Snack stopped posting? Yeah, you should stop. Dog. Look, Victor Conte, dog. Victor Conte's so bold, bro. Victor Conte is so bold. He's so bold. You guys are just literally, dude, I'm sorry, bro. Dude, the Fed investigations go there. What are you talking about? These sham investigations? Federal investigations usually wind up with charges. And federal charges usually wind up with convictions. But I don't know if they will or they won't. I don't know. But it's not like Victor Conte has not been investigated and sent to prison before. So are you talking about the sham investigation that Victor Conte had before with Balco? I don't know if you remember this or not, but Victor Conte and Balco was a real big deal. It was a very, very big deal. So the sham investigation with them went okay. The sham investigation. I don't know anything about it. Hey, I'm trying to tell you, Victor always coming out with vital results with fighters. I'm telling you, he shouldn't even be doing that shit. The fans will never believe until it comes. This is why I don't watch you anymore. You, sir, are regurgitating false information. What are you talking about? How do you know that this is false information, Henry Holcry? How do you know that that's false information? I'm giving you 100% accurate information. Mimo Heredia said this, and I'm literally showing you it. I'm also not giving false information because Sir Victor Conte's ass did go to jail for this. There's no false information here. There's no false information here. You must be Victor Conte. Dog, you better go try that shit with somebody else. Victor Conte went to jail for this, and Mimo Heredia said that they are under investigation. What their investigation for is obviously related to performance enhancers because it's Vada and Snack being investigated. Now, I can tell you why I think they're getting investigated, but, you know, I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist. I don't want to come up with my grand conspiracy. How are you going to tell somebody you don't watch them anymore while watching them? First of all, that shit ain't nobody but probably Victor Conte his damn self. Leaving that fucking comment. Any difference in Vada and USADA? Yeah, they're different companies. They're different companies. What's going on? Hey, what's going on, McGaverick? Man, it's so hard for me to pronounce. Mick Gaverick Boxing. What's going on, Queen Vaughn? Rashad Coley. I'm telling you, man, they're mad at me. I don't get why you mad at me. I'm not the one that did it. Let me get these. Man, look, all I'm trying to tell you is if you're dealing with Victor Conte, and this is true, I don't know if it's true or not. I don't know if it's true or not. And an investigation doesn't mean that there's charges filed. That's a difference too. Let me get these Cash Apps, man. Thank you guys so much for your support yesterday in Cash App. Queen Vaughn is such a good blessing to the channel. What? Why can I not? Man, I'm trying to tell you, man. Oh, I know why. Because I'm on airplane mode. Man, thank you so much to my guy, Dontre, yesterday. He said, can you tell me, you can't tell me Bill isn't paying these dudes? Yeah, I think, yeah, Bill's paying these dudes. I would bet on it. Cal Cooler said, cook them ninjas yesterday with a $40 holler in the Cash App. Thank you so much, man. They will all be investigated when the time comes. Yeah, dog. I'm telling you, you guys, that gambling shit is getting too funny, bro. You guys playing games. Personally, I think some of these YouTube channels playing games too. Thank you to everybody that supported yesterday in the Cash App, man. For real, for real, for real. Thank you. Let me put a link up here, man. Okay, I got you. Thank you. Let me get it right now. Yeah, I like. Oh, okay, boxing scene. That's yeah. What's next for David Benavidez? They're like, whoever funded that could have funded the other one. You write that. You can click the link, buddy. I'm not mad about anything, bro. You're just mad that this shit is going down, or it could be going down. You're crying because, you know, I'm sorry, man, that your fairy tales don't pan out, dude. I'm sorry that your fairy tales don't pan out. Please, no Canelo, Jake Paul. I don't believe any of that shit. I believe these dudes are just making noise so they can keep Turkey Al-Sheikh's name in the news. Because that Canelo versus, you really think Canelo's gonna fight Jake Paul? Like, really think he's gonna fight Jake Paul? Like, people talk about it. I think they want to keep Jake Paul's name in the media. They want to use Canelo Alvarez to keep his name in the media. Do you really think he's going to actually fight Jake Paul? I don't think that Canelo Alvarez is going to actually do that. And I got respect for Jake Paul and what he's doing, but it would be just such a smack in the face to boxing to fight Jake Paul. Joey said, imagine a married man is hanging around men who cheat on their wives all the time, cigar lounges, football games, bro trips. That man's wife is going to be looking at him sideways for sure. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, if you're hanging with him, why are you hanging with him? What's going on, Just Do? Hey, where's 2 Cent? 2 Cent, I hope you're doing well. I was hoping you could jump on yesterday. I didn't see 2 Cent yesterday. They going to blame Floyd. Oh, you know that. Why would Canelo need Turkey to fight Jake Paul when Netflix would gladly do another fight? That's what I suspect. I suspect that they're throwing all these names around for all of these fights because they're just trying to keep anticipation around that brand. But I'm telling you, that Jake Paul fight sounds extremely far-fetched. It seems extremely, extremely far-fetched. Canelo, I say what you want about Canelo, but God dog, fighting a guy like Jake Paul while he's still a reigning champion, I don't think so. But the people that are trying to push that idea sound like some Brits. Like that's some old shit that people thought went away. For now, did you hear the story about how Bud got introduced to Vic? No, I didn't. Tell me the story. Come on, kid, let me know the story. I don't believe it. I just think that they're putting it on that man's name. I just think that they're putting it on his name, man, and just letting information out because somebody made an offer to him. Hey, I want you to fight Jake Paul. Will you fight Jake Paul? I don't know, man. Maybe I'll consider it, whatever. And so they immediately go to the press and say, yeah, we're in talks. I mean, in talks could mean anything, man. In talks could mean anything. Anything. Why does that have to be the Brits, fam? Because you guys are the main ones behind that KSI. You guys were the king of the YouTube boxing. That was mostly UK. You had some of it going on in the United States. I mean, obviously Jake Paul, but you had KSI, you had all that other crap. You did hear it, Fanon. Oh, I did hear what? You talking about when he said that he was on? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, you're talking about why he went to Victor Conte? He went to Victor. I heard that. I heard when he said that he said, hey man, I know what you do. I like what you do. And I want to work with you. Yeah, dude. Bill Haney said that he worked with them because the fighters were cycling, so he would know when fighters were cycling on and cycling off. That's a damning statement. Victor Conte shouldn't be advising people about cycling on and cycling off. He shouldn't be involved in that at all. If you're just in there, I thought he was just doing snack. It's just he's not just doing snack either. Most of his work is related to testing. I'm telling you, that's just funny fucking business, man. Matthew Davis said Bud lied about being anemic. Why you say that? I'm blaming the whole nation, Joey. First of all, I didn't say Britain. I said Brits. I didn't blame all of Britain. I said Brits. That must be some Brits. I didn't say every Brit. But most of the people trying to push that shit are Britain. Just like most of the people trying to push that Turkey al-Sheikh shit are British. I told you guys a long time ago, you don't have the money to support big boxing in the UK. And I was right. You guys got all kind of mad at me. Said all kind of, because I told you the fucking truth. Errol called him out on Saturday, and Bud ran straight to snack on Monday. Man, dog, look, and maybe that's why Errol said a dude can take 2 years off, juice up, come off of it. Who said something about being anemic? When did Bud say something about being anemic? But hey, what's going on? Beautiful Barbara D said boxing needs an overhaul. Seriously, honestly, man, we just need to people need to get ramifications for what they do. They need ramifications for what they do. If you're out here just tainting sports and tainting gambling, you need to go, bro. Spence knows something we don't. Man, look, that whole thing was messed up, man. That whole thing looked messed up. On the Joe Rogan interview after the fight. I don't really watch Joe Rogan. But what did he say on it? He said that he watched that why he went with Victor Conte. Look, Tyson Fury said, what is this? Here you go. Bro, I'm getting you. You're not gonna ever get underneath my skin, bro. I'm just gonna get rid of you. Okay. Goodbye. You're under a fake name, Shaheed Brown. Why don't you just click the link, bro? Be a man and say who you really are, King. I know that's probably you. Out here trying to justify you. Dude, the news came out that Terence Crawford's team, which Victor Conte is a member of. Victor Conte's on his team. Victor Conte, according to Moretti, is under federal investigation. That shit is going to point to Bud. The investigation is going to go to Bud. So I certainly hope that Bud is clean as a whistle, bro. Isaiah, WYD, what's going on, man?
Top of the morning, brother. How you doing?
Man, I can't complain, man. How are you?
Doing great. Just wanted to talk about that title. If it's true, would you say that this not necessarily ruins, but questions some people's resumes to the fighters that were in this program?
Not until something happens. I mean, if he's just under investigation, it doesn't mean somebody still got to test positive.
Right now we're just speculating. But let's say it does. Let's say something does come up, because I remember with Barry Bonds when he did that interview about Victor, and I think he said something like, "Oh yeah, there were other people involved, and he ruined us," or something like. He said something like that.
Yeah,
I was thinking, I was like, "Damn, man," because that was a long time ago. That was what, about 15, 20 years?
Something, yeah, it was a long time ago.
So now we're in boxing. Well, now Victor, not I don't mean us, but I mean now Victor's in boxing, and investigations are. I mean, I've never really been a fan of Conte. I didn't really understand why boxing would let him do that when, I mean, there are countless athletes, African American athletes, who were talking about him, more African American athletes than anyone. Which I hope it's not true. You know, I mean, I know Devin Haney fans punch in the air if it is, but I mean, I do remember that you guys were talking about the 20, like that when he rehydrated with the IVs and all that stuff. I mean, that all that stuff, it's crazy. It's more, it's a lot of crazy stuff. But I just wanted to jump on and ask you that, Fanon. You have a good rest of your day, man.
Hey, man, thank you, brother. I appreciate you so much, bro. All right, now. Hey, can't talk much because I'm out house shopping. But how people mad at you because for Victor's own hubris and arrogance. Same with Turkey and his hubris, constantly putting out fake stories. Balco all over again. If Conte snitches on boxers, the flyer frequency and boxing hacker fans will say, well, hold on. What is this? I think this is going to get ugly. Paper Chase, how can I help you?
Hold on, man. What's going on, Fanon? Glad to see you back.
Yeah, I'm good, man. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. What's on your mind?
Man, I'm trying to figure out what's going on with this investigation. Hey, was Bud using Snack his last fight against Madrimov?
Yes.
Man, and he was definitely using Snack for the Spence fight.
Yes.
Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so.
It's so. It's right there. We're Snack undercover clean boxers. Victor Conte, you such a con man, college dropout and liar. You and Dr. Goodman are currently to be investigated by the feds. Is that why you mad or because Benavidez got your guy?
So who is this cat though? Who is that cat who dropped that message?
Mimo Heredia.
And yeah, who is he though? Is he just
Mimo Heredia is one of the most influential, significant strength and conditioning coaches in boxing.
Trust his source, we could say.
He's a very good source.
Oh man, say it ain't so.
Well, it's so, bro. I don't know if it's so. I don't know. Hey man, it's just an event. I mean, we'll see. We'll see.
Think about that cryptic message that Spence put out a couple of weeks ago. Come on, man. Let's make it make sense.
Talking about how people can cycle on and they can how they can spend a year away and get on and get all the way off.
I just think it's funny though, because I mean, regardless, the guy had already been busted for doping and track and field. So regardless, I don't think he's credible. So I feel like anybody associated with him, like, come on, man. The man then already came out and said, it's a million ways to get around the testing.
Yes, sir.
So I don't know, man. That makes things interesting, but I mean, it does kind of put things into perspective, about because Bud looked like fucking Superman that fucking Spence fight, and I seen it with my own eyes, man. I witnessed it. That was a phenomenal performance. Bud never ever looked like that his whole career. He's never did somebody like that ever.
Hey, man. Like I said, man, I'm just going off what Mimo Heredia said. Just so you know who Mimo Heredia is. Do you remember when Manny Pacquiao was knocked out by Juan Manuel Marquez?
Yep.
And they said that they thought he was juicing.
Mm-hmm.
Mimo Heredia was training Juan Manuel Marquez. That's him. So he's somebody that has been accused of using performance enhancing drugs. He's like Alex Ariza, and Victor Conte were like the big three of doping.
Okay, so one more question. So, I mean, you think they call that fight off because of this?
What fight is that? The Canelo Terence?
Yeah, the Canelo and Bud.
No, I think they're just blowing smoke up people's asses with saying Canelo's gonna fight everybody. But I just think they're just trying to use his name. I think they're just using his name.
Didn't Ring Magazine confirm it though?
Ring Magazine confirmed that there was an offer made or that they're in discussions, but in discussions could mean anything.
I thought like yesterday or like 2 days ago though, they said it was official.
No, they said that they have an agreement.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But I don't know what that means, bro. I don't know what that means. All I know is that we don't even know who he's fighting in May, but I know for sure that Tom Brown, TGB, reserved the T-Mobile Arena for Cinco de Mayo. So that's clearly reserved for TGB reserving something for Canelo. But then they announced at the same time that came out, they announced that they had reached agreements with Turkey Al-Sheikh. I don't know, man. I just think it's a lot of this media shit. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. But I don't know, man. I think it's some fake it till they make it stuff going on.
All right. Well, yeah, I was just tapping in, but I'm definitely interested to see where this investigation is going. Because I mean, if snack is what they said is, I mean, it got a lot of people who got to answer some questions.
Yes, I mean, we'll see. Hey, man, you know, like somebody asked, did they announce the investigation? I don't know. I don't know whether they announced an investigation or not. I'm telling you exactly where I got it from, so you can live with it or not live with it.
I mean,
All right, Paper Chase.
the feds don't announce investigations. Number one, they just kind of go
Exactly. They
about their
said they
business.
announced charges.
Yeah. All right, for now.
All right, brother, get back. Man, Rick Timms, man, why are you so why are you trying to defend? Dude, Bud is the biggest name fighter at Snack, bro. You can't have it both ways, dog. Okay, Bud is the number one fighter at Snack. You seen how big Bud look back was at that Spence fight? Yeah, I mean he's a cut, right? Oh, that's what's up. I'm gonna make my match right now, then hop on. That's what's up. Call-ins are welcome, man. All you people that run up want to talk all that smack, you never click the link, bro. But don't blame me. He's the face of Snack. That's what he is. He is the face of Snack. He's the biggest name boxer the Snack got. Come on, man. You can't get mad because shit. If Gervonta Davis was with Victor Conte and then Mimo Heredia came. What up, 2 Cent? I was missing you, 2 Cent. I was hoping you would come up and chop it up yesterday, man. No joke. Women in the chat make it way better. You dudes be getting mopped by them girls. Women. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Look, man, if this is my thing, if you tell me that you can get all the benefits of illegal performance enhancing drugs, but they're legal, I still want you out of boxing. Because you still trying to give people performance enhancing edges. You're just beating the system. Like, are you guys so bereft of ethics or of an understanding of ethics that you don't understand that that's still cheating? Where you're saying, I can give you all the benefits of cheating, but it's not really cheating. And only if you come with me will you get all these special benefits that will treat you. What? Man, you guys, you take a lot of chances, bro. I know why you don't show your face, though. Just between me and you, I know why you don't jump up here and show your face. Just so you know. No disrespect to my relatives from the projects, but I don't trust them ninjas. Bud is a project. He'll literally do anything to win. That's wild. Bud doesn't deserve the benefit of the doubt. He's shady as fuck. I mean, look, I'm not gonna say man, them dudes is punks, man. Like just y'all so big and bad from about where you don't show your face, so don't nobody get to know who you are. You know what I mean? That's all. That's the only way you do that, bro. you the same dudes that got tossed off 100 times, bro. You change your names. You probably got a VPN, all kind of shit, so nobody has to see you. While you talk all that crazy shit you would never say if you had to show your face. He don't like the urban community. Who is that, Bud? Dude, Bud is look, man, Bud's an asshole. I hope he didn't dope, though. I hope that he did not trust Victor Conte to put whatever in his body. Just so Victor Conte says, hey, what up, Nevs Nation? The news on Povetkin? I did. Didn't Povetkin get suspended again? Give me a second. Povetkin banned for 4 years for taking illegal stimulant. 10 years of fight results will be wiped from his record. 10 years? Serving 4-year ban after the discovery of an unreported PED violation. 4 years. No, boxing's clean. Yeah, that is a soul. No joke for him. Like Alexander Povetkin, he was washed up anyway. But Alexander Povetkin popped dirty like 10 times or some shit. He popped dirty like 10 times. What can't be true, 2 Cent? Did Alexander Povetkin be serving 4 years? He should. Dank Lucane said Rachel is mad as shit at manager Marty. That's unfortunate. That's not my business, though. Rachel's that's my homie right there. Bud doesn't deserve the benefit of the doubt. Bud knows exactly why he teamed up with the biggest drug cheat in sports history. There's no honor in what he's doing. You don't side with a criminal. So this shit, for real, I see Fanon talking about it. They had Devin and Terence on Fox News. Atlanta shit just got real. What? Young AB to Don, they got Terence and Devin on what? On Fox News Atlanta. Dude, I really wish you shut up, bro. I'm not gonna respond to any of your comments, dog. You're gonna have to click the link, King. Look, I'm just trying to tell you what they said. They said them niggas they about to be under investigation. Any thoughts on Chisora Wallet? Nope, not any. One guy I could care less. I like Derek Chisora. Derek Chisora is a warrior, though. I like Derek Chisora. As a person, I like Derek Chisora. I don't know about anything really personally about Otto Wallen, but I rock with Derek Chisora. So, hey, man, I'm glad that Derek Chisora is getting another payday. That dude comes to fight, man. All his fights are fun to watch. Bud called Victor Conte saying he knows who he is and what he does. Sounds like straight guilty. I mean, dude, it's kind of, it's kind of, dog, sometimes it's not worth it, man. Martin, come on, man. That's a different troll. Not my little partner, Gary King. Of course you know it's him, man. Come on, man. Give us a update. Just got here. Dude, here's the update. One of the most noted people in the world of performance-enhancing drugs says that there's an investigation into Vada and Victor Conte. You and Dr. Goodman are currently to be investigated by feds. Is that why you mad, or because Benavidez got your guy? And people have been talking that up for a while. My guy Feem said, Fanon Stradamus, I told you. Hey, what up, Cooking with Frank? Said, glad to see you back. Something for the church fund. Thank you, bro. Woo-wee, I need the church fund, bro. And my guy, Jeep Red Boy in the building. What's up, 2 Cent? These boxers have knowingly risked their integrity. The suspicion is warranted. Of course it is. Why would you go to him? Of everybody, bro, why would you go to him, bro? Phenomenal Newt. Hey, King Israel said, I love this channel. Much love from the 5th Ward, Houston, Texas. Shout out to Houston, bro. Phenomenal Show said, all them dudes know what Conte is and was about. Ain't none of them in the dark. Get that snack shit out of boxing. Yeah, they should get Victor Conte out of boxing. It's not a good look for the sport. You would think Victor Conte would keep a low profile because of his past. I'm telling you, man, I think these dudes think they got protection, bro. Hey, Jeffrey Brooks said, Jeep Red Boy said, big up yourself. Big up to myself, bro. Is there any big fights left for Bud? Arrow rematch. What up, Queen Vaughn?
Hey. Sorry.
Hey, what's good with you?
Oh, nothing. I just had a couple of water and electric problems. I had to get they came by real quick, so I had to get that knocked out.
Oh, good. Well, you got it worked out?
Yeah. So it looks like we talked something into existence yesterday, huh? With the whole Vada and
Sounds like it.
yeah, I was just being sarcastic. Half the time I'm just really joking when I say stuff. I say it sarcastically, but it be actual and factual.
Yeah. So what's your take?
Man, I don't know. Honestly, I feel like it's a long time coming for that. And maybe it's the fact that people keep talking about it. I'm kind of surprised about the Canelo Crawford situation, how that just got canceled out of nowhere. It seems like after they decided on a date like 2 days before. So,
Well, that's the thing. They never decided on that date because phenomenal. Yeah, because Phenomenal Show sent me a take. They said it was on the 13th.
yeah.
There's a game in Allegiant Stadium that day.
Oh,
UNLV is playing like Idaho State at the Allegiant Stadium that day.
so this is just throwing out false information for no reason.
It's the same group of people just be making shit up just to keep the news cycle moving every day.
Wow.
I don't believe it. Like, I don't, because they were like, it's going to be at Allegiant Stadium. Why the fuck would there be a boxing match at Allegiant Stadium anyway? Like, the prices of the tickets are going to have to drop because it's a football stadium. It's not an arena. So you're not going to be selling like $1,000 tickets. Those nosebleeds ain't going to be that expensive. So it's like, yeah, it doesn't even make sense, man, to me, to have that fight there. Have you ever been to a fight in a football stadium?
I've been to a football stadium, so I already know it's hard to see. And I had some decent seats, like kind of like where you want to be, not too close because you sitting in people's heads all in the way, but
Yeah.
right in the mid. I don't know how people describe this, and I'm not like an avid football fan, so I don't really go to games. But it's hard to even see the football players. So imagine trying to look at two people boxing. That's crazy.
You won't see it.
No. I'd
Hell
be
no.
at home in my own comfort watching it on a big screen.
Nah, exactly. You put that shit on a big. If you put it, but if you were in a match, even if you're in a nosebleed, it's always kind of hard to see. But I mean, most of the people are going to be able to actually see the ring.
Yeah, exactly. It's crazy. Nah, I'm good on that.
Yeah. Kamal said Carlos Adames versus Hamaj Rashez is in jeopardy. Adames says he was banned from Saudi Arabia. 2 Cent in the building. What's going on, 2 Cent? Hold on.
What's going on? What's up, y'all?
Hey.
What up? How you say that? MacGyver?
Yep, exactly how you say it.
Is that your channel name too?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna have to go check it out.
What's up with your boy Terence, 2 Cent?
Is that your boy?
No, it's really not. I've been calling this since the beginning of this whole Canelo thing. My 2 cents, I think it's just posturing, misdirection, while he sit around and try to cherry pick those belts at 54. Because let's be honest, if he really wanted to fight Canelo, and that's the only fight he wanted, and he was gonna retire, he would have dropped them belts. And I think the fact that he walked away from the Fundora fight only proves that he's really trying to find an easier route to those belts, because Fundora got 2 belts. If your goal was to be undisputed, why wouldn't you just fight him? See, his plans was to fight Tim Tszyu. He thought Tim Tszyu was going to beat Fundora. And I think maybe he thought that would have been an easier or a better style matchup. But once Tim Tszyu lost that fight, it was Canelo. Like, no, you want to be undisputed in 3 weight divisions. Why aren't you chasing that? Instead of deflecting with this Canelo fight, he's continuously said he doesn't want to fight you.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't understand.
That's part of
Yeah,
it.
I was trying to see if you saw this note about that investigation on Vada.
Oh yeah, I was coming to that.
Oh, go ahead. I'll wait for you to cook. And by the way, I like talking boxing with you too, son. I hope you jump on the channel more often. You ladies actually, you guys, you not actually, you ladies add a lot to the channel.
Thank you. It was just a matter of time if this is true, because he's not doing, Victor Conte is not, this is Balco 2.0. It's the same exact things happening, y'all. He got how many champions under Snack? How many fighters that are champions that are with Snack? Y'all think about that. Is not all the undisputed champions with Snack? Except for like Bivol and
Except for
Beterbiev and all them. Huh?
Except for Monster.
Except for Monster.
Who's Monster?
In a
Monster
way.
in a way?
Oh, yeah. But
I think he said he got
on his
like,
own program though over there in Japan.
yeah.
So.
I think he said something like he got 36 world champions with Snack or some crazy outrageous number that just reminded me of all the Olympic track medal holders he had when he was working with the Olympic track team. Like, it's a mirror of what's happening, and people want to continuously be like, oh, he did his time, he's different. And that's cool if he's different, but how are you so different when you're doing the same exact thing you were doing before? And this is somebody that believes that everybody at the top is cheating. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. Like, these are things that's literally came out this man's mouth. So you're telling me he came in a sport that's riddled with people using steroids to do it the clean way? That don't make no sense. Please name me one athlete that Victor Conte has worked with that was a champion and he did it clean. You can't name any. He has a whole wall of shame in his office. All those athletes he helped that accomplished all those great things, he helped them do it illegally.
You know, they say
Period.
about a cheat. Once a cheat, always a cheat. You just find a better way to cheat next time so you didn't get caught.
Yep.
Yeah, so we got a Marcus Luck. How can I help you?
How you doing today, Bernard?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. This is what I don't understand. You have so many people who do not listen to what Victor Conte is saying. The man has admittedly came out of his mouth and said he can make supplements just as good, as close to PEDs, but undetectable. Doesn't that sound like he's making PEDs? I mean, you're saying the exact same thing. You're making PEDs.
That's what it sounds like to me.
So there's no... because there are new ways of making PEDs that just haven't been on the ban list, and things that give you the exact same benefits of the PEDs that are on the ban list. It's just 2 years from now, those things will be on the ban list. Time just got to catch up with people making new PEDs.
And that's a good point you brought up about how people don't listen to what Victor be saying. He gives a master class on how to cheat every time he open his mouth and talk. I know how to cheat in boxing by listening to Victor. He literally
You know what
tells
they
you
say
step
though?
by
To
step what to
hide the
do.
truth, you just put it in plain sight, and people just ignore stuff. You know what I mean? I mean, you would think most people have common sense, but they don't. People would want to believe lies, so all they got to do is tell them a false truth. Tell them the truth. They tell people the truth, and only the people who. And then when you are listening, and people are actually calling out something that people don't want to believe, you're the crazy one, or you're the one who's trying to start something, or you're the one who. You know what I mean? Like,
You got to mute Lux Boxing.
Hey, are you good, Lux Boxing? Is that what you want to say?
Yes, sir. I'm done.
All right, man. I'll get back with you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Salute. What's going on, sir? Mr.
What's
Coppola,
up,
how can I
How
help
you
you,
doing,
man?
bro?
Man, I'm good, man. What's on your mind?
Oh, ain't nothing on my mind, bro. I was just letting you know. I just woke up and you know how the news be coming on when you got TV on the news. I saw that little Vada shit that with Terence, Crawford, Devin, Haney, they had them boys up on the news in the morning. So that's
What
all
happened? What happened?
Okay, they said that it's a leading investigation on Vada. So
They said that on where?
On my news channel, Channel Fox 5 News, Atlanta.
They said they announced it on Fox News.
Yeah,
that there was
like it was on the news. You know how like you watching the news and you just see shit on there, but they had that. They had the Vada scandal shit. Yeah, like they get ready. Well, they ain't getting ready. They been investigating Vada, but it's coming into a big investigation there. So, and they had Terence, Crawford, Devin, Haney on there. It just premiered on the news on my news channel.
Did you get a picture? You got a snapshot? Did you catch it somehow?
Can we look it up online?
Yeah, we need to see this.
Just type in 5 News, but they just showed it with the Vada scandal.
Fana, can you pull that up?
I'm about to do it. Hold on.
Ooh, it's getting juicy. No pun intended.
And this
Wait
is
a
my
minute.
thing. McGaverick boxing or Queen Vaughn. that's
Queen
what you go by.
Vaughn.
Yeah,
Queen
That's
Vaughn.
easy.
Queen Vaughn, I love that. Thank you.
My thing is like, could you imagine if Tank Davis was working with Victor Conte?
Oh, please. They would have been shut down a long time ago.
It would be no
shut down
pass.
Exactly.
Could you imagine if Victor Conte was Tyrone Johnson?
Oh man.
He
Come
wouldn't
on.
been even allowed nowhere near nothing.
Imagine if it was Al Heyman, bro.
Like they literally just showed that shit on TV.
That's
They literally
awesome,
just showed
actually.
it,
Man, that's crazy. Yeah, Tank was the one, and probably the fact that Tank said something about getting the snack shit out of boxing is the reason why people ignored it. You know what I mean? Because he was one of the first people to say something about it.
That's why I said for real. Oh, if you talking about it, that shit for real. Because I literally just saw that shit on TV. They said that Vada's incurring investigation over some drug scandal and mishandling folks samples and shit. And then they had a picture like Terence Crawford like training and shit. And then they had a picture of Devin Haney. So I don't know if they had them in there for us like there's those two primary candidates that's a spokesman for Vada or some shit. But they literally just had that shit on there, bro.
Have y'all noticed they keep showing Devin and Crawford with Victor? They did it on the Hall of Shame. Who they had on there? Devin and Terence. Like, why do they keep only showing those two? He has plenty of fighters with Snack.
I mean, let's talk about Benavidez. I'm sorry, I like Benavidez, but I mean, come on, bro.
I mean, it is what it is.
don't know
It
who on
happens in
steroids
boxing, and people want to act like it don't.
I just know,
I remember somebody brought that up to him too. I think it was
them boys, you know what I'm saying? They had them two athletes on there.
Could you?
And that's Fox News. I can't see it unless you can give me. I looked for it. I couldn't find it.
Did y'all
when
see
it
the
comes
interview?
on again, this is what I'm gonna do. When it comes on again, I'm gonna screen record that shit and then I'm gonna send it to my phone and goddamn upload that shit. But they just
send it to
boys up
2
on
Cents
there.
Boxing on IG.
Hey, send it to McGarver. What's
They
it?
just had
I
that
don't
on
even
there.
know my own channel. Hold up.
And they go come back on again because
Two Cents, you just send it to me.
I got the TV on the news. So once it come back on, I just hit my remote and screen record it and send it to my phone and send it to you, man. But yeah.
Please
them
send that
boys,
to
Yeah,
me.
you got me on
with them
Instagram.
boys, boy. I
You got
thought
me
it
on
was something like I thought that snack stuff was like I know it's like what they call it, like what you call it, like some type of dietary or some shit what folks take for protein,
Vitamins and stuff, supplements.
like drugs and that shit. You know what I'm saying? But then again, the dude ain't that's the same dude that gave Barry Bonds some shit years back.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Did y'all see that interview that right before the Benavidez fight with Morrell? It was an interview. I think he was in his gym, and if you guys paid attention to any of the pre-fight build-up stuff, one of the biggest things that was bothering me about Benavidez during that was him trying to blame Morrell for not saying, basically trying to accuse him that he's probably PEDs because he wouldn't take a Vada test. And somebody had called him out. Not really called him out, but they were like, well, how do you feel about people saying that Vada and Snack talking about, the basically the likelihood of some stuff going on between those two because, Victor Conte, he tried to kind of like ignore that. He like totally kind of walked around that conversation, which I found interesting. So just saying.
Man, it's wild.
Like
Yeah,
he
I'm.
literally was trying to. He was like trying to avoid. Sorry, he was trying to avoid the. He was trying to avoid the conversation overall. But the whole time for the buildup, he's blaming Morrell for not taking a Vada test, which I don't blame him. If you hear about all the stuff going on with Vada, I wouldn't want to take a Vada test either.
Mr. Fanon,
Yes, sir.
how would you like? Okay, I know Vada is like the thing right now, but then when Mayweather used to fight, he was using like USADA.
Mm-hmm.
So what's wrong with USADA right now? Why folks not fighting using USADA? Because USADA is like a liquor style drug testing, right?
I mean, I was told. I heard from Rachel Donaire that they haven't done boxing testing in a while. That's the only thing that I know.
There's another one too.
But isn't
through
USADA the
Olympics,
biggest
right?
agency? You got USADA, Vada, and WADA, but everything goes to USADA or WADA, right?
Say that again.
Okay, you have USADA, Vada, and WADA. Say if you take a testing for Vada, but doesn't that sample supposed to goes to USADA and WADA?
No, if it goes from Vada, it just goes to WADA. If it's Vada, it
Okay.
doesn't go to USADA because USADA does the same thing Vada does.
Okay, but WADA is like the let's say the pyramid of the drug testing.
Vada is. With that, I mean, but WADA I think does most of the testing for everybody. But what's your point?
You said what was my point?
Yeah. I'm sorry, I was still trying to find this
point
thing.
was, since everyone complains about how dirty Vada is, why folks won't use USADA?
I mean, I don't know, man. I think that it's just the standard right now, man, is Vada. But if this thing goes the way it's going, they're gonna switch to something.
Yeah. I also think that the people who usually are requesting the other fighter to do the drug testing are using Vada. So they're asking them to use Vada. Like with the Morrell fight, he wanted Morrell to test with Vada. He was like, he won't take the Vada. You know what I mean? The same thing with Devin. He was like, you know, they it seemed like the people who are on snack, not trying to point nobody out or call nobody out, but the people who are on snack are prone to, or they are, you know, they want everybody to take the Vada test. That's the type of testing they want the other fighter that they are fighting against to take.
What about Terence Crawford Vada records? I ain't seen those posted because last time I checked, and correct me if I'm wrong, Miss Fanon, but if a boxer takes a test like WADA, Vada, or USADA, it's supposed to be noticed on paper, like newspaper headline saying, let's say Terence Crawford decides to take USADA, but they supposed to post that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I'm not an expert on the performance enhancing drugs, man, and their policies, to tell you the truth. I know that the Vada is like the WBC's clean boxing program, so they got contracts with the sanctioning bodies to do the testing. So they contract with the WBC, and I think they do it voluntarily outside of that. But you know, I don't know, man. I think that's probably more of Manager Marty's point. I just know that it's right, that whole system is ripe for drama, man. Man, well, let me ask you a question, bro. Do you want my attention or something, dog? I've told your dumb ass. I've told you multiple times, bro. I'm trying to look for a headline, dog. But hey, man, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you, Andre. You still there? Not Andre. I'm sorry, Mr. Coppola. You frozen? Are you there? Ridiculous. Are you there? You there, man? I was just trying to say, is that it? Are you good?
No, I'm good, bro.
All right, man. I'll get back with you, sir. Thank you, man.
Is he smoking a Black and Mild?
He's smoking a Black and Mild. That's a Black and Mild, though, for sure. It's got a tip.
Yeah.
It's got that white tip.
It's a little early for that, ain't it?
Never, man. It's wake and bake, dog.
I forgot Fanon to smoke over here. You would.
I used to be a smoker. I ain't a smoker no more, man. But hell yeah, it was wake and bake for the kid.
That's partially why I can't remember half my sentences. So.
Oh, that's what it is.
Not
good for
because
you.
I'm doing it, because I used to.
Because you're used to. Yeah, that's what they all say. Yeah, I'll say that.
I'm not. I'm an occasional smoker. Occasionally.
So, hey, 2 Cent. Let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think they should do with if they wind up? What do you think should happen to people that get caught with performance enhancers and performance enhancements? What do you think should happen?
That's a good question. I don't know. It's because it's gonna be a matter too. Because they could, if like, did they know they were taking performance enhancers? Because it could also be a situation to where they don't know that they're doing anything illegal because they're passing drug tests, they're believing what Victor is saying, and they're just blindly taking whatever it is that he's giving them. So that's one thing, and I mean they're just gonna end up tarnishing their legacy. You just said they wiped away 10 years of somebody's record. That's what I said.
10
That
years
can't be
of
true. That's
Alexander
what I was saying.
Povetkin.
Like, that can't be true. That is insane.
It's right.
Because
Look, you want me to show it to you?
that is crazy. 10 years?
Look, I'll read it. I'm telling you, there's some crazy news coming out in boxing today, man. This is some crazy news coming out in boxing. But yeah, Alexander Povetkin. Let me see.
I think if it comes out, maybe they'll take away all those. They might not do nothing because a lot of time people pop dirty and they don't. I mean, it's a stain on their legacy or who they are as an athlete, but they really don't never do no punishments or nothing. But I don't know. It might be like the Olympics. They just take everybody accolades away.
Man, this dude. I'm gonna read with this. Oh my God, and Huey Fury. Dillian, what it here? I'll pull it up so you can see it. Give me a second.
That's what I'm saying. And now you have to question everything. It's like when you have Victor involved in a sport, now you got to question everything, these athletes' performances and the things they've done. You have to question it because of his past and what he's done before with athletes. And I honestly think that it's unfair that he got to work with these athletes, everything they worked their whole life for, gone down the drain, and then he just hop in another sport and get to do the same thing.
Okay, so here it is. Huey Fury isn't part of it. His record got clean. Dillian White and Huey Fury's boxing records changed. His rival has 10 years of results wiped over failed drug test. Retired Russian legacy. The retired Russian's legacy is now in absolute tatters following the decision. He's retired. So let's see what happened. The Russian has secretly been serving a 4-year drug ban. Povetkin, 45, has been slapped with the sanction after it was discovered he failed a drug test back in October of 2014. The investigation by the International Testing Agency into systematic doping and rushing discovered a sample returned by Povetkin after his clash with Carl Stakam that came back positive for ostarine. But he continued boxing as the positive sample, which was retrieved by the Moscow lab, went unreported. That's crazy. So these dudes are doping, getting caught doping, and they're just not reporting it.
Yep. Then that's why I said Vada could be on some extortion type stuff. You get what I'm saying? Like,
man,
yeah, you're gonna pay these fees so we can, it's you could go any way with this. It's just all screwed up. And Victor told y'all, I came to boxing because it's the red light district of sports. Why do you want to be in the red light district doing anything if it's legal?
Yeah.
Oh, why would you want to be in a red light district doing something if it's legal?
Yeah, why do you need to come to the red light district to do what you want to do?
Light district?
He's like, I came to boxing because it's the red light district of sports. So you
so
went
he can get away with shit and nobody's gonna get him because there's so much dirty money in it.
He literally said this, y'all, and they just went over their head. Like, what? Like, nigga, why are you in the red light district trying to do something legal and clean it up? You're not gonna go clean up the red light district, bro. They don't want it. They don't want you to clean it.
Man, that's crazy. I don't really even listen to what he says a lot. Like,
you should.
I don't spend the time listening to him, but I probably should listen to him. But he said it's the red light district. That's why I want to be there.
He said he came to boxing because it's the red light district of sports. You know how somebody think that they're so you know how like a serial killer sends letters to the police?
Yeah. Or
And they
like
still
how
can't
Bud
figure out
says,
who.
I know what you do. That's what I'm hiring you for.
Exactly. I want in.
Did he say I want in?
Yeah. That's what Victor said Bud told him.
Mm.
For now, you got to go listen to this guy, man. You're going to be like, these people can't be serious.
I already just know enough about the fact that he said that that Vada doesn't collect the samples. If Vada doesn't collect the samples, the only thing they're doing is scheduling.
Yep.
And if all you're doing is scheduling,
Yep.
boy, I hope Bud ain't cheating, bro.
But it's always the quote unquote benefit of the doubt because he has been accused, just like Tim Montgomery said, I believe. He has been accused of giving athletes stuff and they didn't know.
That's what Moses said. That's what Shane Mosley said.
Yeah.
He said, I was working with Victor Conte. I was told Victor Conte was good, but I was like, I don't need Victor Conte because I'm already strong. And Victor Conte said, I can give you this, but you're not going to test positive. You're not going to test positive. It's good. So he used it. He fought. He only dealt with Victor Conte one time. He didn't use it again. But Victor Conte testified to it years later.
Let me ask you a question.
Out there.
Let me ask you a question for none, right?
Yeah.
If I have deficiencies, right, in my vitamins, my minerals, at some point I will no longer have those deficiencies, correct?
I mean, if you address them.
Which is what Victor says he does, correct?
I believe so.
So if you're addressing my deficiencies, Victor, why do I need to continue to keep working with you once my deficiencies have been addressed?
You shouldn't have to. He put you on a vitamin regimen. And by the way, why is he doing that?
See what I'm saying? It's just
a dietitian. You get a dietitian for that.
That stuff sounds good when you say it fast and you're talking to people that's unclear about your past and they're not too, educated in the area of nutrition. But the stuff he was saying is it sounds good, but when you sit and really think about it, it's like, hold up. So if I got vitamin deficiencies of 6 months to a year, I should be straight. If you put me on a regimen.
You should be.
He's not a strength and conditioning coach. He's not giving them workouts. But he got a gym.
Something not right.
Manager Marty did a job on this dude. There's a reason why they.
And he did not do himself. He did himself a disservice going over there talking to Manager Marty, to be honest.
Yeah, but my dad said something, man. He was like, there's only two type of people that think black people don't know nothing. Black people and white people. I'm telling you, man, they think you stupid.
Mm-hmm.
They just think they flat out think you stupid. They can say whatever they want to say. And there's another thing.
We can hear you, Queen Vaughn. We can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. You go ahead.
No, I was just making sure I didn't see the thing wasn't moving. No, you're good. I'm listening.
Oh, I mean, I was kind of done. I was waiting on your thoughts on it.
Man,
let me respond to somebody in the comments. They said 2 cents. That is not accurate. Depends on the thing that is wrong with you. Tons of people have deficiencies because of genetic, climate, etc.
Yeah, so you go to a doctor.
Exactly.
You go if you have a deficiency. If you have some type of deficiency in your body, you go to a doctor. What are you going to Victor Conte for?
I mean, look, this is why I said boxing's kind of a rigged sport. And I'm not saying all of it is, but this is probably why he called it the red light district.
Oh, sorry. I hit you on accident. My bad.
You kicking me out for not.
Hell no, I ain't kicking you out, man. You guys have made you and 2 Cent make this conversation fun for me, man.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, it makes sense why he said something about calling boxing a red light district, because outside of just the drug situation, there's a lot of other things that are questionable in the sport. We can talk about the referees. We can talk about the judging. You know what I mean? So it's not a surprise that stuff like what boxers are doing personally in their own training camps are being overlooked.
What about your boy Devin?
That ain't my boy.
But you know what's strange about that 2 for 9?
What's that?
That I think a lot of people not taking into account. They said Devin didn't work with Victor for the Ryan Garcia fight. And I don't understand why you wouldn't work with Victor for your biggest fight. Does that make sense?
None.
He didn't work for them for the fight, but then he went back to working with them after the fight?
That's the word on the YouTube streets.
That's crazy for him.
They're probably lying.
They gotta be.
Who said it?
Yeah, they probably is lying because.
Don't ask me my source for 9.
Oh, I ain't gonna.
I'm just trying to make a point.
Yeah,
no, that's what Bill said though.
Oh,
well,
Bill said
okay,
that.
you know you can't trust what Bill said.
Bill said that.
Bill said.
But he did look like he didn't work. You see what I'm saying? He didn't look the same. He really didn't.
Well, that's because Ryan made him look like a rag doll.
No, I'm even talking about his physique.
He looked softer. He did look softer.
That's because he wasn't weight trained.
Yes. Man. Wow.
He wasn't weight trained. He knew Ryan was coming in heavy, so he had to come in heavy. And he was fighting closer. He wasn't at 135 no more, so he's fighting closer to his weight.
Yep. Hey, real quick, Big Kappa says, Sleufanon in the chat, it's been a while since I caught a live. What up, man? Good to see you, brother. Like that red on you. And Phenomenal Noob said, that's why I keep telling y'all hubris. Dudes like Conte always return to the scene of the previous crime. Tale is as old as time. Well, you're a criminal, I don't know if he did it or not, but God dog, bro.
Man.
Like if that's true that Vada's under investigation and it was on the news, I wish I could find that.
Me too.
Because that's crazy.
I mean, it's crazy.
Does Vada do any other sport or is it just boxing?
Boxing.
Oh my God.
He about to ruin the sport for everybody, bastard.
He ruined every sport he got involved in. Cycling, swimming. He ruined the whole damn Olympics damn near.
Crazy. Hey, y'all, I got a doctor's appointment, so I'm going to get off a little bit early today. Thank y'all for chopping it up with me.
Oh, Sanan, I'm supposed to go live later on Southpaw TV. He said stop by. I'm actually be on
what
camera
time?
Sometime in the evening. It'll be later. I don't know for sure.
Okay, hit me on Instagram when you know the time.
Okay.
If you, because I get my Instagram things like straight to my phone. I'll stop by because he sent me a note and asked me for me to stop by. So yeah, if you go up there today, I'll go there. I just need to know the time ahead of time. Just give me a couple hours so I know the time.
Okay.
Oh, I'm an old man. I go to bed like at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, I was gonna say you wake up super early.
Man,
I
got up this.
And I'm the opposite, so that's why I'm like, if I can get myself together, I'd get on camera. But
real quick, can y'all subscribe? Can y'all go subscribe to 2 Cent, please? And hey, Queen Vaughn, put your link in the chat so we can send at least 15 people over there to subscribe.
How do I do that? Like, I don't.
You go to your computer. Oh, it's easy. Just
my phone.
You have your YouTube.
Yeah.
Go to your YouTube page and copy the link. You got a link on. You got a wrench on here, and all you got to do is put it in there. You got a wrench, so you can put it on there.
Oh yeah, man, this is gonna flip the boxing world upside down. And I think that we can kind of go out on a limb and say the Ring Magazine Twitter page is not very credible.
Why you say that?
Because they've been capping about this Crawford fight all week.
Man, they are paid for by Turkey Al-Sheikh. They're paid for. Those guys have to put out the news that those guys are giving them. And if they tell them, oh, we had a discussion about it. But those, I'm telling you, my personal belief is I don't think they got that money. I don't believe it because that Turkey Al-Sheikh, that person, what do they call it? The public investment fund, they said that they were only going to be investing in fights that were directly related to Saudi Arabia. But yet they're still talking about putting on fights in the United States.
You know, I had a theory about that. I shouldn't probably say it though. Might get myself in trouble.
Why?
Well, it's my personal opinion.
What's the trouble?
I could say anything.
Hold on. What's the trouble you could get in first?
I don't know. It's just a personal opinion. I
so just say this is my personal opinion and you can't get in trouble.
Yeah, so it's my personal opinion, but I feel like somebody mentioned that this is not the first time he did this with the sport of boxing. I don't know that for a fact, but to me, it sounds like a way to move money without implications for anything else.
Oh,
I don't
money
know.
laundering?
Yeah, you know. So
Oh, I'll
it's
tell you how you
also,
say it. You just say, hey, it looks like this is ripe for money laundering.
that's what it looks like to me.
Yeah, it's
So
just ripe for it. You're not accusing anybody, but you're looking at it and being like, this looks like a scenario where if I would look for money laundering.
yeah, I mean, you're talking about a place that does a lot of money transactions, especially in that particular, what they do
Cash
over
too.
there. Yeah,
Cash
exactly.
too.
Exactly. And then they don't mind losing money in those situations. They got so much, if that makes any sense. While somebody doesn't care about throwing money away.
Anybody willing to lose millions of dollars is a huge red flag. Huge
Hmm.
red. Anybody willing to be like, oh, I'm gonna spare no expense. I'm not worried about making a profit. Like, come on, y'all.
That's because
Seriously.
you're trying to get rid of that money. That's why.
No doubt. I believe it. Hey, real quick, Ty Devin said it's also because Devin and Ryan said, it's also because Ryan said Devin is a C+ fighter, so maybe he thought he didn't need Victor. Could be. Could be they spent too much, and it could be that they spent too much money. He said, hold on. Opulent LD said, Fanon, you got to have both ladies up more often. I'm begging them to come daily. Seriously. I send notes. I forgot to send a note to 2 Cent, but I want them to come on here every day. Seriously, they're more fun to talk to than y'all. No joke. Because I get tired of nobody has pulled any dumb shit. Like obvious dumb shit. Like Boxing Hacker yesterday, man. That dude tried to pull so much. I'm sorry, my guy, Queen Vaughn. I think I was being too protective of you yesterday.
It's all good.
No,
Yeah,
that's
because you're a
That's
young
how he
lady. I
do.
know. Huh?
I mean, I would have let him talk, and then I would have just chopped him up afterwards. That's kind of how I like to hear what people say, and then I pick it apart after. I'm like, but you just said this, and you said that, and I like to.
Hey, Oppian LCD said, I'd rather hear you talk to them than some nigga. Of course. Women are more soothing to listen to. They're way better conversations, too. But honestly, 2 Cent is very, very logical. She has a lot of understanding of the sport of boxing, and Queen Vaughn has a passion for the sport of boxing, and is going to catch up within a month.
Yeah,
And then she's going to be.
I'm literally what you call a casual fan. I will admit that.
No, you're
I
not.
don't know. I mean, I don't know all of the technicalities of the sport, to be honest. But at least I can admit that. But when it comes to common sense and making logical arguments, I mean, I can definitely do that.
Then that's what's
That's all you
important. That's
need.
because exactly. And y'all need to cut a deal with me so that you guys can do your live, can call fights on my channel on those evenings. And that way I'll send a bunch of subscribers to you and we can cut a deal.
I'm
It's
down
for
with
real.
that. You don't even have to convince
Let's
me.
do it. Let's do it.
Women are more
Because I think
reliable.
there's a way
Seriously.
you can stream. We can stream these lives on each other's channel.
Yeah, you can. It's on YouTube that you can do it. You
Oh,
can say
yeah.
like, will you allow it to be on these different channels? But yeah, but it's a good feeder, man. Most people that have channels spent a lot of time on bigger channels doing. That's why Claymore Rain and them fucking bums used to come all the time. So I was like, yeah, you give. I don't want to give. It's first of all, people get sick of hearing me talk all the time, and they need to hear people with fresh voices, especially women in the sport of boxing, because y'all ain't full of shit. God. But no, I don't think you're casual. You're not casual because you pay attention often.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, it's not casual. It's better to be casual for a little while than be stupid full time.
Yeah, I can never be stupid.
Man, for
I'm
real,
like
Boxing
it.
Hacker's been talking. I've been talking to Boxing Hacker. I've been talking boxing with Boxing Hacker for over a year.
I'm
No, I think
disappointed
Boxing
now.
Hacker's just misunderstood, y'all. He. The thing I appreciate about Boxing Hacker is if he believes something, he believes it. He gonna stand on it.
He don't believe that shit.
As an engineer, bro, me and him in the same field of work. We have to look at stuff with a very keen eye. And the fact that he is totally overlooking the obvious fact is opposite of what an engineer does. I mean,
He's not an engineer.
Oh, well, then that makes more sense because
You know
told me
why?
yes, he
Somebody
did.
busted. You know who busted him out for that? That dude named that dude named Dave busted him out
Oh man,
because he said, I forget what he said, but that dude named Dave said you can't be both. You can't be. It's like you can't be an analyst and an engineer, or you can't be. Oh, you can't be a coder and an engineer, or something like that. Like he was like the jobs are different jobs. Oh, there he goes. He said he's not an engineer. He's a liar. This dude is an engineer.
this guy, he's not an
Yeah.
engineer. Liar. Okay.
That's a dude that I know for sure. Hey, yeah, pull up, man.
The
That dude named Dave. Where you at?
Oh, wasn't he the one talking about I'm calling ICE? Here's the number.
Ain't calling ice on niggas, man.
He's like, I'm calling ICE. 188. Get your ass out of here.
Yeah, Knockout Boxing 86 said, nah, he don't believe it. He's just a lonely man that likes to argue. Yeah, he just lying. I think he
he's
on
just
that.
an anime fan. I feel like a lot of people who
Anime fans?
Yeah, I think he's just one of those. I like anime too. I can't even lie. I'm an artist, so I love all forms of art. And I'm an engineer and I do code, but I don't do them in the same job. That's two different skill sets. But I do that for personal projects. Like I'm into crypto. Oh, here he is.
Yeah, what's up?
Boxing hacker.
Blue 2 Cent, Fanon, Queen Vaughn. How y'all doing?
Dog, you can't be an engineer and a coder.
That's a hot lie.
That
No,
is
not at the same,
That is
No,
a
you
hot
can
lie.
though,
I've been
'cause I
coding
literally
since
do
I've
it.
not at the
been
same time,
11
bro.
years
I
old.
mean, not
That's
for the
a hot
same
lie.
job.
Not at the same time.
Software
dude.
engineers write code. That's
Not
literally
at the
Queen Vaughn.
same time.
What
Well,
do
He's
you
they
saying
do. No, Fanon,
it's
they
two
do
different
though.
jobs.
They do.
No,
No, it's not. It's
but
not.
they do though.
There's
Fanon,
no
I'm
job
be
called
honest.
coder.
Dude, I understand.
engineers
If I
write
the
code.
boxing
He
hacker,
is
dude,
lying.
boxing
He is
hacker,
lying.
boxing hacker.
Yeah.
Dude, my family has owned IT companies for
There's
the
no-
last 40. Dude,
There's
shut
no-
up.
There's no.
Now you're talking over me again. I know what I'm saying. You are one or you are the other. You can
Absolutely
grow.
not.
Sir, are you a project
Absolutely
manager and a
not.
coder at the same time?
Yo, software
Are you a
engineers
project
write
manager
code.
and
That's
a
what they
coder at
do.
the same time?
Software engineer, you're engineering software.
Sir,
The
will
way
you
you
listen
engineer
to me?
software
I'm
is
not going to do this with you. You're not going to waste my
Ask
very
Queen Vaughn.
valuable time.
Ask Queen Vaughn.
You're not going to waste my very valuable time.
That dude named David.
You're not going to waste my very valuable time.
Okay, go ahead.
They're two different jobs.
They're
You can
not.
do both. Shut up. You can do both. You have the skill of both.
What? Okay, what does a software engineer do then?
You're doing one at the same. I'm not going to have an argument about it, bro.
No, that's what it's like saying.
Engineers deal with systems.
No, they engineer software.
Engineers don't deal with systems.
Engineer software. The way you engineer software is to write code. Code creates software.
What's going on?
Go ahead, that dude named Dave. Can you clarify what you said?
Please don't lie. Go ahead. Let's hear it.
Good morning to the chat here. Good
morning. Good morning.
Liar.
Turn your volume up a little bit, bro.
Okay, can you hear me better now?
Yeah. Do know you have two engineers here.
Dude, will you please stop talking, bro?
First of all, just to give my credentials, I currently do work for the federal government. In April, I'll be in the game for 25 years, 10 years in the public sector, 15 in the private sector. I was the first analyst that was hired for this company called Aircell that was now called Gogo that provided the Wi-Fi airplane on the airplanes. Never happened before 2008. So just a little bit of a rundown what's going on here. I started off from the bottom doing just phone support, help desk, and working my way up to DevOps and applications and things of that nature, first of all. Okay. So, and I can't talk long here, but I just want to say this here. First thing I knew that you was a liar because when you was on Fanon's channel before the break, you called yourself a programmer.
Who's making eggs?
You called yourself a programmer.
Yes.
Is this 1999?
What's the guy do for anything? The programming is no longer a word?
No. Yes, it's not part of vernacular anymore. Anybody
what are you talking about?
Can
Dude,
I talk?
You're not even
Stop tethering. Okay? You talk all the goddamn time. Stop tethering. Now, if you talk to anybody who's in the IT related field, whether they work in DevOps or they work in project management, things of that nature, just across the whole spectrum of board. I literally had a conversation with several people after you did this live here. I said, yo, man, what's going on with how it's all the programmers? Every single person, you ask anybody in the game and say, damn, are you a dinosaur? I haven't heard programmer used in a long time here. No, when you go to any job site and you go for any application that whoever's hiring, no one has programmer listed. The job description is now called developer or you work in DevOps.
Facts.
Nobody is a programmer anymore.
Oh
that is
my God.
1999 to 2002 vernacular.
Oh my God.
So as soon as I
Oh
heard
my
that,
God.
like I understand that you're a tether and you're from somewhere, another country here. So you like to lie, and it's part of your nature. I get it, right? You can't help it. So guys, don't get mad at him. It's part of his nature. So that's number one.
Okay,
Number
go
two,
ahead.
when I talk about you cannot be a developer and an engineer at the same time, because that you cannot do that to ITIL principles. What I'm talking about here is if you have someone as an engineer, he's the person that is rebooting the JVMs. He's the ones that have access to reboot the server. When you're actually working in live production environments, you can't have someone who's actually writing the code and actually doing the server restarts and the JVMs and things of that nature. It's a conflict.
Oh my God. I've heard all
And you know what
today.
though? You heard a lot. You
I've
know what
heard
though?
all
I'm
today.
gonna tell you something right
I
now.
have
If
heard
I
all
could,
today.
okay, you know what though? Here
Bro.
is my grade. I can't show you that. Here's my grade security clearance where
Bro.
we deal with this every day.
Bro. I've been-
No. I'm talking tether. You talk all the damn time, and we're tired of people allowing this man to lie. Because
shall
here's the
put it
thing.
on.
Stop talking. Because here's
You
the
don't
thing
have to
here.
tell him to stop.
Here's
Every
the-
time
here-
he stops, every time he talks, Dave, I put him in the back. You don't even have to tell him.
Okay.
I'll do it.
Here's the thing here. When people talk the way he talks, because he knows it's not an audience of us that works in these fields. I've been in the game for 25 years, and I can count on my both hands how many foundational Black Americans have worked with me, not counting help desk. I'm not talking about no call center, because that's what Boxing Hacker acts like. He acts like he works in a level 1, but is next to level 2 and level 3 cats. Okay? So the thing is, you cannot have, these are risks. Are you ITIL certified? Do you even know what ITIL means?
Am I allowed to talk yet? I'll let you
You can
finish.
answer
you a
that
direct
question.
question now.
Hold on a
Do-
second.
are-
Hold on.
are you-
Hold on.
Okay,
Do you know
okay.
what IT is?
I'm a software engineer. So let me.
ITIL is a certification.
Hold on. What's the question?
Does he know what ITIL is, and is he certified in ITIL?
ITIL. What's ITIL?
I don't know because I'm a software.
So you don't know what ITIL is?
Yeah, I'm a software engineer.
Just to let
Hold
you
on,
know.
hold on.
Let
What's
me add
ITIL?
context.
Boxing Hacker. What's
I am
ITIL?
a software. So software.
What's ITIL?
I
If you
am
don't
a.
know, you don't know.
I just said that I'm a software engineer. That's not my field.
You don't
No.
know, then is the answer, right?
Yeah, I'm
Okay, great. So be quiet. What were
Another
you saying?
lie, because if you're a software engineer, it encompasses all the IT environments.
Oh my goodness.
I've been certified in ITIL since
Oh my
2009. There's no way that you don't know what ITIL foundations are.
Oh,
if
hold
you're
on
an
one second.
engineer.
Hold on one second.
I'm losing my
MacGyver
mind.
Boxing. Do you know what ITIL is? McGaverick, are you there, Queen
Oh,
Vaughn?
sorry. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Do you know what that is?
Yeah, it's a certification. It talks mostly. It's about I don't know it off the hand because I don't have one, but I have certifications and other stuff because I don't really need that.
Right.
But yeah, I know what it is.
May I interject?
Yeah, go ahead, KO.
What up, KO?
So a couple of things. If you're a software engineer, they don't do ITIL. They work in an agile environment. It used to be a
Thank you.
waterfall environment.
Thank you.
Now,
Thank
let me ask you this, Boxing Hacker. What language do you code in?
I code in Java, Kotlin, C++, C. I used to code in assembly and Rust.
What are you using right now?
Currently, I do mobile and Android. So I do Kotlin and Java. Kotlin is the first class language for Android.
You say you use what?
JVM languages, which is the
So
Java.
you're using Java right now?
Yes, Java and Kotlin, but primarily Kotlin because
And
that's
you said
what-
you're making mobile applications?
Android applications because iOS applications, iPhone applications are built in Swift and Objective-C.
Do you make web applications also?
No, I do not make web applications. I do not write in JavaScript. I do not write in Ruby on Rails. I do primarily native applications.
What's the most common Java framework?
And for what? For mobile?
Yeah.
So it depends. So like if you're talking about web and backend, you're probably talking about Spring or Spring Boot. But if you're talking about mobile, they have a whole SDK for Android.
I'm gonna let y'all do what y'all want, but he's not lying. He's
No, he's not.
a software engineer. I'm gonna
I've
let
been
y'all get
coding
back
since
to
I
it
was
though.
a child,
Yeah, he is
and
though.
most of my
You
software
don't know all
that
that
I've used,
without being an engineer
most
and
of the
software.
software I've used, everybody's using this. I'm not gonna tell you where I worked at.
Okay, so you're an engineer. I'm not going to keep talking and having a computer talk forever. What's your take on that, Dave?
Yeah, don't ever come at me like that, Dad.
Dude, I'm going
No,
to
I
do
get that
whatever I want to do, bro.
because I literally work in multiple
Dude, you were
environments.
literally lying.
And what the hell? You gotta see when someone gotta
You are
overtalk
lying
somebody.
out your.
You see how someone overtalks somebody here, guys? Listen to
Here's
that.
just the
Listen
thing,
to
though,
tether babble.
real quick
Tether
on that.
babble.
Yo,
You know,
you don't use the word programmer. Are you kidding me?
Hey, dude, I'm not. Hey, look, bro. I don't want to continue to have
You always
this
want the
discussion,
truth, right?
bro.
You always want the truth.
real quick though,
Hold on, boxing hacker.
real quick, just
I
to
can go into what this man is talking about and ask about 10 more questions to Dave to explain what he means. Because he's saying you can't be both at the same time because of the function of the job, and saying you will not going to have access as a developer and have access as the engineer at the same time, which is different than saying, do you have an engineering skill set and do you have a developer skill set? Because you can have both skill sets but not be able to do both at the same time. Similar to being in boxing, where you can be a promoter. Yes, you have the ability to be a promoter. Yes, you have the ability to be a manager, but you can't do both at the same time.
That's been my thing here.
Yeah,
I gotta go because I actually got work to do.
Go ahead.
But the thing is, if you're unless you work for your own damn company and you're doing your own thing, that's one thing here. Corporate America or in the public government, you can't. I mean, I'm literally in meetings every single week because someone who overstays their access one day too long raises alarms. So that's what my thing here. When someone claims something here, if he got his own gig doing his own thing, that's one thing. I'm talking about the real world and where this money is being done here.
I'm just gonna be honest, just to speak on that point. Depending on the job or where you work, you may be doing multiple different things. You can't really.
You could do multiple things.
As far as the federal
here.
government,
yes.
It does make sense that they would limit your job duties because it's a security reason why they do that.
I've worked in the federal government the last 10 years now. I've worked in the private sector, worked in lockbox. I've had access to the federal marshals. I've worked in aviation.
And then for a fact that they separate those jobs for specific reasons.
Can I answer?
The only time
I really don't know about it, but everything that he's saying is right.
No, let me just answer.
And I got to go here, but the only time that was actually a thing when I worked for an upstart company. As soon as we went public, everybody's access.
No,
changed.
but see, I'm going to answer what's going on here. This is a big boxing hacker. Please don't break, because I know what I'm talking about. This is a big company guy. He's a guy that is used to dealing in environments where it's
bigger than his.
Stop talking over me. I put you back like a child. Please. I have no problem with you getting your time to talk, boxing hacker. Okay. I let you on the channel.
Apologies. I'll talk after you.
I've been in IT for my entire life. My dad worked for IBM. Everybody in my family worked for IBM. We've worked in management consulting. I'm an old school dude who still talks about programming, talks about networks and all of that stuff. But I have a general understanding of what's going on. This is a big company guy. He's a guy that where you have your environments, they are being because he's in banking. They have to be very, very, very tight on their security. So he's saying the job is engineer, and there's a function. There's a function of engineer and there's a function of developer. There's plenty of engineers that have been developers their entire life, know how to code, know how to do the work. They progressed through that up to a higher level. So if they need to talk to a developer about what's going on in their project, they can sit down and have a meeting with DevOps and say, okay, what's your timeline? What are your deliverables? What are your risks? What can I do to help you out? Is there a problem? Are you using the right? All of those type of things. But people develop through that. But when you get into different type of environments, specifically like banking, where you're talking about money, they are fucking really tight on them trans. They cannot afford for that system to be fucked up at all. Otherwise, they're going to fuck up the entire stock exchange. So if you're not used to dealing in the environments that Dave is dealing with, you're used to dealing with more smaller organizations.
Or say your company.
I work at
smaller. Listen, I'm telling you, you guys are not disagreeing.
We are.
You
We
have,
are. He's not. He's
no,
not.
you're not. You are talking about your skill set that you have.
No, I understand what you're saying. He's not. It's not what you're saying is not true. A software engineer engineers software. Like it's
Sir, excuse me. Let me help you. My brother listen. My brother is 60 years old.
Yes.
He set a world record in the early 1980s for the largest Lotus 123 application ever written.
Okay.
He has a world record for that.
Okay.
He has not coded in 30 years.
Okay.
He moved from being a developer to running systems to running his company.
Okay.
He knows that's what he's saying. He's saying that he's saying that in his environment, you cannot do those two things at the same time.
I also worked in fintech.
And not just an environment.
I was a lead engineer at Capital One.
And also,
Sir, you're saying it's not true. Please, for now, let's.
Okay, I gotta go.
Hey, I'll talk to you later, bro.
I'm
not doing it. I've been in IT a long time, bro.
Yeah, shout out to you, Fanon. Oh, hold. Shout
yes,
out to you,
sir.
I gotta go. We got billions to make here, but I want to come up later on this week. So I want to talk actual boxing. This is
all right, bro.
For me.
Get back. Thank you, man. What were you gonna say, Derek?
Oh man, that was a headache right there.
I mean, they're literally there's no argument to be had. One guy is saying that he has the skills. You're saying you have the skill set.
He's not telling the truth.
Dude, I'm not interested in this, bro.
Let me just speak the truth. Hey, Queen Vaughn, if I'm lying, please tell me, okay? Let Queen Vaughn judge what I'm saying. A software engineer.
You got me fucked up for somebody that is going to let you control this conversation. I already know what the fucking deal is, bro. The deal is this man is saying you shouldn't do something. You're saying you can do it. If you worked in it, go ahead, Derek.
Yeah, he was up there debating with him, but to get off, he totally got off subject with this computer stuff and the ITT. But yeah, I mean, let's go back to boxing because
I mean, I don't like when people. I'm sorry. I just don't like when people aren't honest about something.
That's
if you don't know what you're saying, just say you don't know what you're saying. Like he knows what.
Yeah.
Boxing hacker. KO Boxing came up and said you are a software engineer. He validated what you said.
Yeah, I'm not.
Why are you arguing?
Because he said.
Why are you arguing, bro? Because this man said coding, you should say development, you shouldn't say coding.
I think
you're a waste of fucking time, bro.
I just want to say this, Fanon, just to get it out there, because I understand what
Dr.
Hacker is trying to say.
Please say.
I understand what he's trying to say. And in certain jobs, you do have to code certain programs if you're trying to repair something. As an engineer, your main function is to repair systems. And you have to engineer them, is why they call it an engineer.
But
sometimes some software has to include coding and scripting. That's really
software is written code. It's sort of like being a mechanic, right?
I mean,
are you done,
different job titles because the developers literally that's all they do is write and code all day.
I understand. And what I'm trying to separate is the function of a developer and an engineer. They're two different functions. One can have
a builder / creator. The other one is a fixer.
And you literally can have the same person that has the ability to develop and somebody has the ability to engineer.
Okay, but they both write code. That's the difference. That's why I'm
saying.
I
don't want to get into some. I'm already in some You're not going to be right, boxing hacker. They already said that you're an engineer. You can do both. He said in the banking industry you cannot have those overlaps.
Yeah, because are you security risk?
Because he's in banking.
In America.
Do you work for banks? Do you work for banks?
I work for the biggest financial tech company in America.
Do you work for banks?
I worked for Capital One.
You work for a bank.
I was a lead engineer at Capital One. I'm telling you right now.
I don't care.
He's a nuisance, man.
It's annoying as fuck.
Boxing hacker, just chill, bro.
Dude, you don't know how for somebody to agree with you.
No, it's not about agreeing, but
she agreed. It is about agreeing.
No, but she agreed with you. Correct. I didn't like the fact that
I don't give a fuck what you like, bro. You gotta go.
He's not here anymore, so could we move on, please?
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
go on to next topic. Next topic, and then I got about another 15 minutes. 2 Cent, what would you like to talk about that's not is not related to IT?
I don't know what's been going on.
Hunter Young said it's separation of duty. Many companies do this, and even companies that don't deal with money. It's just how do you run your own organization? And if he's used to working in banks and that's a protocol for banks,
It's
a
not
protocol
protocol.
for
Man.
banks.
That's what I'm telling you. It's not. For fintech
Okay,
companies,
well, his
it's not
bank. Let's just
protocol.
go with
It's not
his
true.
bank's protocol.
It's not
His
true, and
bank's
that's what's
protocol.
annoying about it. That's okay.
Dude, I don't give a fuck what annoys you, dude.
I just don't like when they saying things.
Let me tell you what's annoying. What's annoying to me is that you keep bringing it up, and I can't change subjects.
Okay, my apologies. Feel free. I'm done with that.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate you. What were you gonna say, Derek?
What I was going to say is, not to get off subject with this, computer stuff. And well, the thing about it is, like with this Victor Conte thing, man, this thing been going on for years. And if you really technically think about it, why not? All right, if y'all knew that he got busted years ago, that goes for Terence Crawford and Devin Haney and whoever else was with him. Why would you go to the snack program?
Why wouldn't you go?
Yeah, why wouldn't you go? So so people act like people can't change, just because
Boxing Hacker, don't start that. People changing stuff.
No, people can change.
No, Boxing Hacker.
People do not change.
Have been like criminals.
But let me say this to Boxing Hacker about people changing. You right, Boxing Hacker, people can change.
Correct.
But what did Victor Conte change? He's still working with athletes. He's still giving them supplements. He's still out here talking about how to cheat and how to beat the test. Okay. He's still all in the videos and won't shut up and be quiet and trying to be the center of attention. Okay. He's not doing anything different than Balco, Boxing Hacker.
Let me answer your question. What did he change, right? So, in the past, he got busted for PEDs. He wasn't an advocate for clean sports in the past, right?
He got busted for
he's not an advocate for clean sports now, Boxing Hacker.
By way of definition, he is an advocate for clean sports. He always talks about, cleaning up the sport. So that
he always talk about cheating too.
Yeah, and that makes him an advocate. He talks against it.
Getting the whole
advocacy is based on you talking against it. Right?
Whole concept.
Boxing Hacker, did you hear the rumor that Vada is under investigation and Victor is under investigation?
I heard that. I looked it up. I couldn't find anything. It's really interesting that a company like that will be under investigation. And only
I got a new song for y'all. I like to eat snacks with Victor Conte. I like to eat snacks with Victor Conte. That's the Devin Haney and Bud Crawford anthem right now. Like, man, Boxing Hack, I'll tell you something. Look at Victor Conte like Magic Johnson. You know what happened with Magic Johnson? You still think he stopped smashing ladies? You think he changed? That's what this stuff is for Victor Conte. He done got busted. He's still at it. Like everybody know about Balco. Everybody done seen the interview that Shane Mosley did, talking about how what was Shane Mosley saying? They gave him like some cream or something or some supplement. He said, "Oh, take this," and then talk about he didn't know. Like who knows what's going on with that? Because we've seen what happened with Marion Jones. We've seen what happened with all the other athletes that done got tied up with him. Like common sense says, if you don't want anything to get up on you, then don't go around none of that nonsense.
Exactly.
It's common sense. You talk about why wouldn't a fighter do it so that they don't get tied up in something like this? It's obvious. It's obvious.
I gave this example one time, right?
I wouldn't even.
Bro, you're not going to be cutting people off, Boxing Hacker. You're just not going to do it, bro.
I wouldn't even give him a second.
Put you in timeout.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as you start talking and saying, as soon as you start ignoring what the person said and say, yeah, but.
That lets you know that they ain't listening.
Now, bro. I heard what he said. Yeah, I heard what he said. I was just responding to it. Right. So what I was about to say is that there are situations like, for instance, you take like black hat hackers, hackers that break into systems, they get locked up.
I'm not talking about computer and information systems anymore.
This the crazy part. Why would you give that man a second chance?
Let me say this too.
Me?
No,
Why are you
no,
upset
Victor
then?
Conte. Like it's
Oh,
crazy
okay.
that they accepted him with
No,
open arms. Is what I think.
But you know what, Phoenix the Assassin? Could you imagine if Victor Conte was working with Tank Davis or Earl Spence or anybody over there at the PBC? They would be
Man,
down they
they would
neck.
try to bury PBC that same day that the news came out. Like even if it was just
Facts.
some random person like a Rick Glazer that came out and said some of that nonsense, they would
Yep.
be trying to bury PBC the same day. And it wouldn't just be Bob Arum and Oscar like the first time. Everybody would jump in on it. Turkey Alashe could probably get in on it too, and all of them would join together, try to throw PBC up out the boxing scene and say that they've been corrupt, and that's the reason why they fighters doing all this and that, why they only fight in Vegas, why they keeping everything in house, and they're making all this money, they're not sharing with us. They would do all that nonsense to try to get rid of PBC. But because it's not PBC, because it's associated with guys that lead guys that, I mean, let's face it, they ain't black. Bob Arum, Eddie Hearn, they not black. That's the thing. Like, people is ignoring it. People is ignoring it. They don't care. And another thing that's crazy about it is you notice who's over there, right? All them B-side fighters. Mhm. That's the
Hmm.
and that's the other crazy thing about it. I remember when Victor Conte first came out talking about Vada, and he was working with Margaret Goodman. And Margaret Goodman used to be with the Nevada State Athletic Commission.
Yep.
Like when they was first talking about this, I think it was around the same time Floyd and Pacquiao was getting ready to, or was starting talking, like in 2010. In
That's true.
2010, was when this whole thing started. And my first thought was like, this is crazy, and because of the whole thing about how Pacquiao is afraid of needles, feels weak after he get his blood drawn, but at the same time be bleeding in fights and seem to be okay. I don't know what was up with that, but like,
Stupidest
man,
combo
the
ever.
the, the fact that at that time all the fighters who were under Vada were top ranked fighters. Like it wasn't nobody else with it whenever it first came about. It was all top ranked fighters, and it was around that time when Pacquiao, who was with top rank, was having issues about wanting to take blood tests to fight Floyd. So like that's the one thing for me that kind of stood out. Is like this guy that everyone's been pushing to get a drug test. He's the first to sign up for drug testing with this guy that we know been a part of the Balco scandal and everything that happened with that. And even
Right.
seeing that, it had other boxers caught up with it. Like Shane Mosley, I think was the most notable boxer at the time that had been caught up with it. Right. And he didn't even know. He never tested dirty. He never tested dirty for none of it. They wouldn't have found out if they hadn't had him on that interview when he was talking about it. So, that's the thing. Like, the fact that Victor Conte is still up in here doing this, talking about he know how to beat the test, all this and that, releasing fighters' test results and everything on Twitter, putting them out there. Like, come on now,
And
come
don't
on,
that
like
make him look guilty? Don't that make you
Yeah.
look
it
Make
guilty?
him
You
look
like,
like
oh,
it
here's
stinks.
Devin Haney's test results. Here they go.
I
Why are
think
you doing that? Devin Haney never
that make
tested.
him suspect.
He never tested dirty for nothing. He don't have to prove that he clean. Why do y'all keep coming out posting his test results and all that? He's not the one that popped dirty.
But here's my thing though.
Yep.
If there's, as of right now, currently, there's no proof that he's doing anything wrong, and everybody keeps scrutinizing this guy. There's no proof that Snack is
Who
doing
are you
anything wrong,
talking about?
or him.
Victor?
Yeah, Victor. There's no proof. The only thing y'all are
Will
basically
you stop using the word proof? You mean evidence?
there's no evidence. There's no evidence. There's nothing that shows that he's doing anything wrong.
But this is what
So
I was saying to you though.
There was
There
nothing
was
that showed
nothing
he
that
did
showed
anything
he
wrong
did
with Shane
anything wrong
Mosley either.
before Boxing Hacker. He got caught because somebody told on him.
Yeah, but that was in the past. So if you want to like convict somebody in the present,
But listen, boxing hacker. This
This
thing.
dude just said, yeah, but that's in the past. Yesterday's
See,
in the past.
Here's something
nothing of current times. So like you're talking about things that have.
he didn't change.
The thing is, if somebody is openly telling you they can make a performance enhancement drug without it being detectable, that's enough for you to. That you don't need any evidence. That's proof that he is likely doing that.
That's it.
That's
Exactly.
Not, that is not proof that he's likely doing
Yes, it is,
That is
because he
proof that
said he
he's
can
able
do it.
to.
Evidence.
No, that
It's evidence.
it's not. It's
He's
not
literally
evidence either.
telling
That
on
just says that
himself.
he
It
can
is
able to
evidence,
do it.
sir.
Yo,
If
It's
I,
evidence.
that's like saying if I'm able to build a bomb, then you're gonna say, oh, that's proof that you're going
That
to.
means you've done it because
Boxing
you
Hacker,
actually.
what
If
you
you
say
said you
can be
can, that means
used against you in a
have
court
done
of
it.
law.
Never.
Dude, you got the boxing hacker. Let me break you. You keep confusing words. We've done this conversation. Evidence.
Okay.
You're looking for evidence of. Proof is a standard. And it
feel like this.
depends. No, for
You
real,
were standing
listen
in
to
front
me
of.
when I'm saying this.
Oh, sorry.
I got an easy way to break it down. Boxing hacker. Since last year, you've been telling lies and confusing words and everything. And we can pretty much count on you to do that because you do that everywhere you go. We knew you was going to do it today, and we know if you get on the channel again tomorrow, you're going to do it tomorrow again. That's how this is working with Victor Conte. Do you see that?
No, I
That's
don't
the
even. I, don't
evidence
know,
we
I never
have
know what you're
against
talking
you.
about. Phoenix the assassin. From the first time I met you, Phoenix, I never understood what
Behavior.
you're always off context. I don't know what you're talking about.
Always off
Dang it,
context. You never know.
That's you.
That
Okay.
is
Right.
You are off. Phoenix the assassin. Every channel me you ever
Mister,
talk
no,
me.
please tell me that you're not homeschooling your child. That's all I gotta say. Just please tell me that. Please tell me that.
If we have
Because
a,
man,
we have,
they're gonna need No Child Left Behind 2.0 if you doing that.
if you but Phoenix, if don't even think about it, man. Anyway, all I'm saying is this:
There's plenty of evidence about Victor Conte. Plenty.
Evidence,
across multiple
evidence
sports.
of what? What are y'all trying? Are y'all trying to convict the guy? Evidence of what?
I am
You
trying
didn't have to try to convict him.
watch this shit.
Let's
There's
make a full
evidence. I'm going to
statement.
give you. I'll tell you the evidence.
Okay.
The evidence is that he said that he has substances that he can give people that will allow them to get the benefits of performance enhancing drugs, but yet not pop dirty on a test.
Okay.
Listen to me. That's what he said.
Yes.
That's evidence that he can do it.
Yes. I didn't deny he cannot do
And
it.
therefore,
But
stop
say he
using
can do it.
me,
say
because
he
I'm not
did it.
done. I'm not done. Proof is what is necessary for you to believe it. There is no standard of proof that's going to make you believe anything, Boxing Hacker. Because you say, as long as it was in the past or I didn't see it with my own eyes, then it's possible it didn't happen. That's not the standard of proof. It's whether or not it's more reasonable than not, which is called the preponderance of the evidence. And it's preponderance of evidence, not preponderance of proof. Preponderance of evidence.
Okay.
Or beyond a reasonable doubt. This is not criminal beyond a reasonable doubt.
Free facts.
And I
So
think
there are different. So when you keep using the word proof, there's no proof. Proof is a standard. There's plenty of evidence that could lead somebody to believe it that they can base their argument upon.
Okay. Okay. So
you're just going to say okay and then act like you didn't hear me.
I heard what you said. My only
But
thing
you
is,
don't understand.
Did you understand it?
Understanding.
No,
So here's what I'm saying.
we won't. No, dude, you don't understand it because we've had this conversation 5 times.
I need to finish my sentence, and you guys don't let me finish my. You guys just keep.
You don't have to do shit.
T. Orlando said computer expert and legal expert.
Do you understand the difference between evidence and proof?
Okay, evidence. What evidence of that he did something? What
do you understand the difference between evidence and proof?
Yes.
Don't.
So please don't conflate the two again.
Okay, no problem. I won't even use them again. But what are we trying to say the person did? What exactly is that? Please make a full statement of what this person that you guys are.
I'm gonna make a full statement. He worked with Devin Haney to get him down to weight, but yet gain 25 pounds within a day. That's evidence. That is evidence of performance enhancing drugs.
It's real shaky.
That's
evidence of performance enhancing drugs.
Yep.
What?
It may not be conclusive.
You don't
get it may not be listen. Okay. It may not be conclusive for you, Boxing Hacker.
Are you saying
because honestly, bro, you would only think that this one of these guys were on dope if you saw him with a needle. And even then you would make the argument, we don't know what's in that needle.
No, so are you saying legal or illegal performance enhancing? Because performance enhancing drugs can be anything.
It doesn't matter, dude, because of sir. Let me help you with something.
Yeah.
There is a law, but the law is there to prevent something.
Yes.
So if you if you violate the spirit of the law and you don't violate the letter of the law, you're still a cheat. And they just know they have to rewrite the law to catch you.
Yep.
But laws are there to prevent people from doing things. The whole reason that you have performance-enhancing drug tests is so that people don't use performance enhancers. If you're using a performance enhancer, it's just not getting picked up on the test. You're still cheating.
Thank you for clarifying
Wait,
that.
but you also know that performance-enhancing drugs can be vitamins, right? So like,
no, that's not a drug.
What? Anything that enhances
a vitamin is not. Vitamins are not drugs.
Drugs are illegal. So we have
vitamins. Vitamins are not. Vitamin C is not a drug.
What is it?
It is a vitamin.
What's a vitamin?
A vitamin is something that you naturally produce in your body and is naturally produced in food. It's a fucking vitamin.
You know the Flintstones chewables?
Let me help you. Let me tell you what a drug is. A drug is something that is designed to affect the form and function of the body. Exactly. You have to design it. Listen, because I worked for the FDA, Food and Drug Administration. I worked as a legal assistant to when they took over nicotine and started regulating it as a drug. A drug is something that is designed to affect or change the form or function of the body. You do not design vitamin C. Vitamin C is naturally produced by it. It's naturally produced in fruit. Performance enhancing drugs are when you take a cocktail of things, put them together to specifically get a result from a body. That's a drug.
Okay.
I'm surprised you have to be taught this, bro. Do you think that calcium is a drug? You think calcium pills are a drug?
Calcium is not a drug, but not
exactly because it is what?
Drugs.
It's a mineral. It's a mineral.
Okay, fair enough. Not all performance-enhancing drugs are illegal. Are you saying
yes,
that
they are?
Yes, they are.
Well, really quick though, because you keep trying to defend Victor Conte on this. The fact that he said alone that he can create PEDs without them being detected tells you that he's talking about things that are illegal. Because why else would you not want them to be detected?
Exactly.
Yeah. So I'm not arguing against that either.
So then what
you're arguing against everything.
No, I'm not. So what I'm saying is, just because somebody can do something doesn't mean they are doing something, and we have to make sure we.
But if they say they're doing something, then they're doing something.
I'm sorry. Boxing hacker. If I said that I could develop supplements that will allow you to get the benefits of performance enhancing drug and skip a test, I'm just saying it because who the fuck am I? If Victor Conte says it, on the other hand, he served a bid for it. There's a big difference. It's a big difference between is a big difference between Putin saying that he's going to run up in your country and me saying it. He's got an army, bro. Victor Conte is experiencing this. He is going to jail for it.
Exactly.
He has a program called SNAP. He's involved in Vada.
I will say this. The boxing hacker, I will say I slightly agree with you. Just because someone says something doesn't mean that they are. Just like how you say you understand, but you clearly don't. So, like, come on, man.
Hey, don't.
See, you're off context again.
And another point is, once my deficiencies have been filled, why do I still need to be with Victor?
It's regardless of whether it's you, Conte, or whoever. Just because anybody in this world says they can do something doesn't actually mean they are doing something.
Bro, we're talking about Victor Conte, bro. We're not talking about
anybody. It doesn't have to be Victor. It can be
but that's what we're talking about.
Okay.
And you want to tell me that I'm off context?
If Jeffrey Dahmer says to you, if Jeffrey Dahmer says, I'm gonna eat you, you have to take that shit serious. If somebody just says it that you don't know, you don't have to take it serious, dude. Victor Conte has a criminal record for this, man.
Hey, I hear you.
Hey, what? He's got a criminal record.
You hear, but you're not listening.
No, but you guys, you can't. It doesn't change anything. The standard stays the same. Just because, no matter who, you can use anybody.
What standard? What standard?
Anybody, just because anybody says it can.
What standard are you talking about? What standard says the same?
So just because somebody says they can do something doesn't mean they are.
Dude, we're not talking. Who said that? Nobody is saying, dude. Victor Conte already proved it. Victor Conte already proved he can do
Even
it.
a serial killer came out today and said, I can't kill the person next door. Doesn't mean he's going to kill the person next door. It doesn't matter. Jeff Daniels the same thing.
This man, boxing hacker, you're gonna get killed by the serial killer
Oh
next
my
door. Bro.
I
God.
don't think you have
Doesn't
pretty good thinking skills,
change.
though.
As funny as it sounds, it doesn't change. Just because I say
Boxing
I
hacker,
can't do
you
something,
sound so gullible right now, though, bro. I get what you're saying, but
So-
if the serial killer next door say he gonna kill you, you better lock your doors at night and sleep with
because
your
you're
gun.
using reasoning, right? You're using
Hey,
reasoning.
so the clan, if the clan comes by your house and says, nigga, I'm gonna hang you tonight.
I'm going to is saying that I'm going to do something.
No, I'm talking about the clan.
Oh my
The
God.
clan says, the clan, the Ku Klux Klan says, hey, I am gonna kill you. I'm gonna hang you.
That's a threat.
But you don't believe, you don't, but they don't, but
No,
just
it's
because
not
they
about
said it doesn't mean
believing.
they can do it.
No, it's
Just
not
because
about
they
believing
said it
can
doesn't
do
mean they can do it, though.
That's a different argument.
No,
I'm
it's
saying-
not.
I'm
It's
using
the
word
same thing.
can.
Victor Conte said, Victor, we know Victor Conte can do it, so therefore we suspect him of doing it. The Klansmen can kill you and will fucking lynch your ass.
And they have done
your
it.
ass will definitely say, hold on, let me get my gun. Because you're not stupid enough to believe that nobody is ever going to do what they say.
Right. So
let me
what
break
you
it
guys
He the type to not believe him, come back as a ghost, and still say the evidence is circumstantial as to whether or not they actually did something. This dude, like, man.
And circumstantial evidence is evidence too, by the way.
So what you guys are doing is using
It's
inductive
just such thing
reasoning.
as a
Right?
dumbass, and
Dude,
sounds
don't
like
try to bring up any reasoning, dude. You don't do
No, it's inductive reasoning. Reason
You're
based
not
on
using no reasoning, hacker.
reasoning.
You're
You're not
definitely not using
reasoning.
deductive reasoning. You're definitely not using deductive
He
reasoning.
didn't know the difference between performance enhancement drugs and the Flintstones chewables. Like, come on.
Bro, let me break this
It's
down.
inductive reasoning, guys. Inductive reasoning. That's what it's based off, right? It's okay to reason. There's nothing wrong with that. But it doesn't change what I'm saying. Everything what I'm saying is always
Hold on,
gonna
I can't hear the guy in the corner, hacker.
If I'm a drug dealer, right?
Yeah.
And I sat up there and hustling to other people and I got caught, then I get out from doing my bit and turned around
it's not inductive,
the other
bro.
way on hustling, but got caught again. That's what I'm basically saying. If he got caught once, he will get caught again, over and over and over again.
So
He's already got caught cheating in boxing hacker, and that was after he got out of jail. So what are we talking about?
Isn't it boxing, the Olympics, and baseball that he done been caught already in?
Yeah.
Correct.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm interested in something.
Like,
Boxing
well,
hacker, you said what was inductive reasoning again?
So inductive reasoning, people are basing their reasoning based on things that happened in the past.
That's not inductive reasoning.
What's inductive reasoning?
Inducting reasoning is when you're making an assumption. When you make an assumption, a specific assumption off of a generality.
Exactly.
That's not what inductive reasoning is, boxing hacker.
Boxing hacker, why are you not taking into the fact that after he got out of jail, he got caught cheating with Shane Mosley in boxing after jail?
It's all things that happen. I'm not saying he didn't do things in the past. This is why I'm not saying that. We know he did things in the past.
But you're saying because he went to jail, he's changed. He's already shown you that he hasn't.
He did not change.
I'm talking about currently right now, let's say 2024, 2025, 2023. He has not done anything that we can say.
You don't know that.
What the fuck inductive reasoning is?
Matter what years went by.
Let's hold on one second. I'm saying
How Devin gained them 25 pounds.
Listen.
And you don't need to do inductive reasoning. You need to do deductive reasoning.
Yeah, you got that. You fucked that up.
Got caught once, he gonna get caught again.
I wasn't going to tell him about deducing things. I wanted to hear him keep fucking up.
What's inductive reasoning again, boxing hacker?
Inductive is reasoning you get from things that you learned from the past.
No.
Where is it from?
Yo, he just told you the definition, bro.
He told me that. You know what he did? He called me the definition. He gave me the definition of memory.
No.
He just gave me the definition of memory, dog.
No, it's
goldfish memory ass nigga.
Inductive reasoning
Yeah.
is when you take a generality and you apply it to a specific. Deductive is when you take specifics and you make a generality out of it. So deductive reasoning would be, oh, there's 5 black people that did this shit, therefore all black people do it. That's deductive. Inductive is This motherfucker, generally speaking, people commit crimes over and over again. So therefore, more than likely he did. That's inductive. It has nothing to do with remembering your past. Okay, so can you please stop using words you don't understand?
I have the definition right
That's
here, guys.
why I said
Okay, let me
I'm
just,
not going to do it. I've already told you what
I have
deductive
the, I have
and
the definition right here.
I know not.
Inductive is a mental
Do you
process.
understand the definition?
Yes.
And it mean, and hold on, your definition is going to say when you use things from the past. Read your definition that says it's when you use information from the past.
Known to make predictions about what may happen. Yes, it's things. So what is known are things from the past.
What did you say? What did you just lie and say?
Inductive reasoning is a memory process that involves using what is known to make predictions of what's to happen.
Sir, let me give you the real reason to inductive reasoning, because I don't know what the fuck you just looked up. Inductive reasoning is a logical method of Inductive reasoning is a logical method of thinking that involves making generalizations based on specific observations. You are making up a definition, Boxing Hacker.
Yes, it's still the past. So, oh my goodness.
Boxing Hacker, go away, bro.
Oh my!
He didn't even understand the definition he made.
Did this nigga or did he not say it? It's when you it's when you think things from your past.
Yes, he did.
When you make a decision based on something in your past.
Yeah, because he said what is known is something that you had to know before, so that's the past. What is known is the
Boxing Hacker, will you stop trying to sound smart about everything, bro?
This is something.
And the crazy part, he ain't get what I was saying.
What with the definition that Martin just gave you about making observations. That's what is known. Those observations.
Right.
Boxing Hacker, seriously, bro, stop it.
And I gave him the same thing. When you
Dude, everybody knows
I don't know
inductive reasoning.
I don't know what else to tell you guys.
Dude, you literally said, and I'm going to throw you off after this because seriously, dude, I like to fuck with you, Boxing Hacker, but you are one of these dudes that try to sneak in some shit to try to make yourself sound smart.
No, I'm not trying to sound
smart. Sir, inductive reasoning is when you go from a generalization to a specific. Deductive is going from specific to general. It's not about your memory.
What?
So can you just stop? It's logic. Logic is not about your memory. Logic is about drawing a conclusion. It's not about your memory.
It's reasoning. It's based on
reasoning is not about your memory.
I'm not talking about memory.
That's what you said. It's some things that you heard in the past. That's your memory.
I don't know. It's hard for me to explain it to you guys
because you got it wrong.
It's not wrong.
I feel like I'm getting dumber listening.
What I'm saying is always correct. My statement says always correct. Everything that you know, for instance, let's use Victor Conte's situation for example, right? You guys are saying he's a criminal based on things he did like in past situations, you know.
You're saying he's a criminal because he was convicted.
Yes, sir. What's that?
That's called starting with specifics and going to the general. Because this man did all these other things, other people in his circumstance would do that thing. That is inductive, but it is not what you said it was. Boxing Hacker, you don't have to know everything, bro.
Man, that Dunning-Kruger effect.
Boxing Hacker, would you go to a Diddy party?
The statement I made is always true.
It's not true, bro.
Would you go to a Diddy party?
Okay, if
Devin was there, he would.
If the statement says
it ain't no proof, it ain't no proof. Boxing Hacker, would you go to a Diddy party and have a drink?
What I'm saying is
you go to a Diddy party.
Boxing
Would you
Hacker,
go to a Diddy party and have a drink?
Look up the Dunning-Kruger effect.
He got quiet on that one for
no. Let's not.
It ain't no proof. Boxing Hacker, would you go to a Diddy party and have a drink?
Go to a Diddy party.
No, I want to challenge you on this one, Fanon. If you believe what I'm saying is not true about inductive reason being based on past experience,
he trying to change the subject.
That's not what it is.
Hold on a second. You guys,
who is an avid law? He knows.
Dude, it's just logic, man. Dude, here's the problem with what you're saying, Boxing Hacker.
For example,
everything that you know, you learned in the past. Everything. There's not a thing that you have in your head that you didn't learn in the past, bro. That is just a given. That you learned some information in the past. But when you're doing reasoning is the process by which you make a decision or the process by which you develop your argument.
Okay.
The fact of the matter is, and it's a fact, that inductive reasoning works from generals to specifics and deductive works from specifics to general. It's a law. It's just what it is, Boxing Hacker. It's no argument. It's just what it is. You can't argue about that, bro.
Also, why I said it's correct.
You know why you don't do? You never do what I do with what I did with Queen Vaughn and what I did with KO Boxing.
What's that?
I listen to them. I am not an engineer. Listen,
I'm the person
you
nobody
do not listen to people. I am clearly telling you, Boxing Hacker. It has you. What the fuck did you get a definition that said it's when you rely upon things you learned in the past? That's every decision that you make.
Not what it is.
That's every decision anybody ever
made right now is always true. Now, you can never deny it.
It doesn't just because it's true that people use information that they had in the past to make a decision doesn't make that deductive reasoning or inductive reasoning.
Put an argument. Put this in ChatGPT,
sir. I'm not seriously, sir. I'm calling you, sir. But for real, you're not going to make people dumber. That's not. That's not, sir. I'm going to give you. I'm not going to do this with you. I like talking to you, but you are so arrogant that you think you can make what you think is true be true.
I feel
deductive, you got it wrong, bro. You just got it wrong.
Oh my god. Oh my god. This is.
Would you like?
You know what? You brought up ChatGPT. I'm going to read to you what it says about inductive reasoning. Okay? Because keep trying to argue. Inductive reasoning begins with specific observations or evidence and moves to a general conclusion. It describes as bottom-up reasoning. That's what it's saying.
Yes.
Okay? There's not a thing in there about past experiences. But that's where you get evidence from, the past.
One more thing. Read that first part about the specific observations. Read that first part again.
Inductive reasoning begins with the specific observations or evidence and moves to general conclusion.
Yes.
Now, Boxing Hacker, do you know what that's called? From that definition you read, what is known? That's what that is. It's not talking about having to go way back in the past and recall something from your memory.
Past.
Bingo, amigo.
Way back in the past.
God damn, Boxing Hacker, bro. You gotta know when you sound like.
If you guys believe it to be true, that's fine. I don't know what to say.
Hey, for now, he got one track mind.
Inductive reason has always been the same thing.
On that spectrum.
It's you need that hooked on phonics.
Bro. Hey,
you need that hooked on phonics.
I ad hominem attack you on you. That's fine too.
No, that's not an ad hominem attack, bro. I didn't make an ad hominem attack on you.
Of course you did.
No, I didn't.
Attack the speaker instead of attacking what he's saying.
Sir, I'm not making an. I've already told you why you're wrong. You're wrong because of the definition I gave you. I'm saying you're on. I'm making an observation about your ass being on the fucking spectrum, bro. Because your ass will not be wrong for shit. Everybody knows you're wrong.
Okay, so
but you want to make a sport of it.
No, let me ask something, Fanon. So the argument they made, was it inductive or deductive?
What is deductive reasoning?
No. Let me answer.
I'm not answering any of your questions. What is deductive reasoning?
So crazy that
you gave me the answer. You gave me the definition for inductive reasoning. What's deductive reasoning?
Well, going from general to specific, right?
No, he's going to say it's about getting information from the future.
He just guessed it, bro. He guessed.
Hey, if inductive is from the past, deductive is from the future.
Hey, you know why you can't answer that? Listen to this shit. You know why you can't answer that? You can't answer this, but you can't answer that, Boxing Hacker, because inductive reasoning and deductive reasoning both rely upon information that you got from the past. Both of them do. You can't do either without information you got from the past. Can you? No. So obviously that's not the definition, bro.
Right, I get it. But
thank you finally for getting something.
No, because I knew your argument, right? Because time always moves. Well,
sir,
you got the information from the future.
You are deducing
of light.
Sir, to deduce something is to go from a what is it again? You got me twisted up. Is it going from specific to general or general to specific? But those are the two. You go from general to specific, or you go from specific to general.
Yeah.
That's the definition, bro.
For deductive is general to specific.
Because it's the action of your reason. It's the way, it's the path your brain takes to solve a problem. You start with this information and you move to a specific, you move to a conclusion. That's reasoning. What is your thought process, bro? Reasoning is
Can you
about
give
your
an example
thought
of
process.
deductive reasoning?
Bro, I can tell you right now that
Somebody
you
give me an
are a
example of
horrible
deductive reasoning.
coder if you are one, because there's no way.
I don't know about that. I've
Yeah,
done a lot.
there's
I've
no
done.
way, bro. Not
I've
with
done
the
a
way
lot
you
of
think.
wild code in my
Not at
life,
all.
man.
Hey, watch this shit though. Hey, MacGyver. I'm sorry, Queen Vaughn. Have you ever talked to a recruiter before for a job?
Several times.
Do you know how well they can talk like they know that damn job, don't they?
Oh, definitely.
So you can be somebody in IT, not know what the fuck you're actually doing, but yet know
100%.
all of the buzzwords, know all of the applications because you're a fucking recruiter.
Yeah.
So don't I was sitting back and being nice to you, bro, because my little sister, who's a recruiter, could have answered all of the questions that KO Boxing asked.
Or he
You
could
know
have
why?
just ChatGPT'd it. I mean,
Yeah, could have. But
Hey,
but
y'all
for
can
real,
believe what you
recruiters,
want,
they all
man.
know those answers.
Hey, let me just say something. When it comes to coding,
Are you a recruiter?
No, I'm not a recruiter. I've been coding since I was a child. Oh my god.
Are you a recruiter?
I was working at NASA when I was a teenager.
Are you
okay,
a
now
recruiter?
You working at NASA?
He's a recruiter.
Hey,
He's a recruiter.
that's why your reasoning be so far out there.
C++, bro.
His ass
I'm
is
nice.
a recruiter.
I'm
bro,
nice.
you need to
Look,
cut it
You're a
out.
recruiter, aren't you, bro?
Hey, he work at NASA and Capital One. Hey, we got a Renaissance
as
man
a
here.
teenager, you see how you're off context? As a teenager, bro, I am not.
Were you a recruiter? Were you a recruiter?
Never.
You've never been a recruiter.
No, never. I as a teenager.
You stuttering.
It's not like he was selling. It wasn't like he was explaining processes. He was just naming, coding and programs.
Exactly.
So
He's just naming the tools.
So check this out. Queen Vaughn, you write code in Rust, right?
Yeah, whatever.
What's the lifetime?
Don't worry, I'm gonna
What's the
send somebody to
lifetime?
interview you, bro. Don't worry.
What's the lifetime?
Hey, don't worry. I'll put the money on somebody to interview you. I'll put the money to interview you.
All right.
For
Anyway,
real.
I gotta go,
I'll
guys.
get-
Salute to you guys, man.
I have
mean,
recruiters.
Good luck,
My
everybody.
sister's a
I mean, hey, man.
Will you agree to be interviewed
Don't take
on
no
air
snap,
by a
bro.
recruiter?
The channel.
Look, I got one. Hey, you want to challenge me? Anything? It's cool. But I got for right now.
No, for real. If I brought on a recruiter, you let a recruiter interview you on camera?
Interview me on camera for what?
You're getting slow to respond, bro.
If that's what you want, that's no problem.
You stuttering, bro. You fake.
If that's
you
what you want, that's fine. Anyway,
nah, you stuttering, bro. You stuttering,
He
bro.
was beatboxing.
Hey, one thing about you,
Stuttering, bro.
by now, I am never scared, brother. Anyway,
Dog, scared of what, nigga? You scared? You stuttering?
You know they lying when they beatboxing. That's what happened.
Bro, because I know recruiters that can do that, bro. Don't act like recruiters can't do that shit, bro.
You're like the worst. Phoenix, you're the worst.
Recruiters know how to do that.
Exactly what you did, bro. A recruiter can say and answer the questions you answered. Yes, they can.
Yes,
they know the tool.
Right,
they know the tools.
Yeah.
They know the tools. They know the environment. They know all of that.
Okay.
So you don't necessarily. I don't know that you're coding until I see you code.
I mean, you don't have to believe me, and I can code right in front of your face if you want me to. But anyway, I gotta go, guys.
Yeah, I thought you did. All right. That nigga ran when I said, "Can I interview him?"
Who was it that had Chat GPT pulled up? We got to do one more thing on there. Have it explained.
Because he was saying he was reading stuff from Chat GPT, so I was trying to figure out what it was actually saying.
So have it.
Because it ain't 100%.
So have it pull up this. Have it pull up Dunning-Kruger effect.
I know what that shit is. When you know just enough to be dangerous, dog.
I want to hear Chat GPT's definition of life, man.
That's like me talking to y'all about IT, man. I understand what you're saying. Like I can get there, but dog, if you let me prepare for an interview, dude, I can give you all the answers. I can give you all of the different things you need to do as a recruiter, bro. That doesn't mean you can actually do that job. Just like there are boxing managers and trainers that hold them goddamn gloves that cannot box to save their fucking life, but they can hold them goddamn pads.
You really want me to? I'll read the first sentence of it. You want me to read it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Is a cognitive bias where individuals with low ability or knowledge is particularly in a particular area tend to overestimate their own competence or skill in that area.
Who does that sound like?
Boxing hacker.
Yep.
Master dog, motherfuckers be acting like they know everything, dude. Like you can't catch them in some shit they don't know. Look, I'm gonna run up out of here, man. This was a lot of fun, man. Today, it really was.
All right.
Yeah, for sure. Y'all take it easy. Been chopping it up with you.
All right, y'all.
Peace
All right,
out.
y'all. Get back.
Peace.
Peace. Oh, he was lying because that nigga did not want to get interviewed. I didn't want to do him like that, but you got to do him like that sometimes. Much love to, hey, man, big $20 out on the Cash App before I run up off of here. Thank y'all so much for chopping it up with me today. Big Jose Lopez with the $20 in the Cash App, brother. Thank you so much for your support, man. Appreciate you. But look, I'm going to run up out of here, man, because I got a therapy session. You know I'm crazy, so I got to go talk to my doctor. I'll holler at y'all. Much love to everybody in the chat, everybody in the super chat, and we'll see y'all tomorrow. We've had over 1,300 people in here the whole time. Well over 700 people over there on Twitter. That's what's up. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.